Welcome, welcome. It is a brand new week. Time to get excited. Time to have some fun for the rest of the 4 more days after this day, obviously included. How's everyone else? Hopefully you guys have a great week. I know I just saw some pictures that I want to talk about, including some very special little...
I thought you're talking about chips.
No, about your dog.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got my dog. Have you seen pictures?
I just saw it. I
So
was going through the work
cute.
chat. I was like, oh my God, how fluffy is the
Cute?
puppy? Yeah, very
I
fluffy.
know. We called him Louis.
Louis?
Like
Oh, I
Louis.
love it.
Like for Louis.
I
but
love
short
it.
is
Way better
Louis.
than all the
Yeah?
names we've been
The
coming up
donut?
with. Who
I
came up with
agree.
Louis? You or your boyfriend?
So he's a fan of Formula One, and he
Okay.
said like Lewis, like for Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton,
Hamilton?
and then I'm like, yeah, I
Hey.
like this, and like we could call him Louis, right?
Awesome,
And he looks
awesome.
like Louis. I will show you pictures later, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. And Prad, how's your day going?
So far, just looking for opportunities. There's obviously couple positions that I'm in, not really something that you guys can take advantage of. I actually want to show people what my favorite chips are.
Let's go.
Oh, Tesla. Whee!
Tesla giving opportunities to people today, but let's dive into your chips.
Yeah, so I just want to talk about the chips conversation they were having. So my favorite chips obviously is going to be this beautiful little Indian masala one. So magic masala. If anyone is able to grab a pack of these Indian magic masala anywhere you get them, probably the same places you get them from Maggie noodles or whatever, right? But grab a pack of these, try it out. My favorite go-to. How about you, Miss V? You have a go-to chips?
My go-to chips are truffle chips.
Truffle?
I don't know if you tried
No.
those, but like for example this one, it's so good,
No,
guys. If
never.
you tried, write in the comments. I love them. It's like hard to find them, to be honest.
I've never seen that bag.
Puzzateri have them.
Where?
Puzzateri.
I don't even know what that is.
You remember was an image in Toronto, car got into the store in Bay?
Oh, yeah.
This is Puzzateri.
Okay.
So there you can find. But yeah, guys, write in the comments if you tried truffle chips.
Yeah, I don't even never had truffle, so I have to try it one day. I hear a lot about it. Obviously, looks very sophisticated. I mean, listen,
Oh yeah.
Miss V likes fancy things. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Miss V's got class. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's dive into the market. What are we trading today, everyone? Obviously, Sean called out my PayPal trade. Didn't really want to talk about the stock because I traded it very poorly. Flat on the stock. Would have been up on the day. You heard Sean talk about if you have a read, Prad, stick with it. Well, I had a read, but the problem is sometimes your read, you just shake yourself out of the read. I was oversized on it. I did not have enough size to actually hold to my read, and I'll explain my read to you at the moment. So my read on PayPal was heading into the significant $100 level that we've been watching on the way down before. So I had this level mapped out over here. I was going to give it all the way up to at least 185, 101, 34 for this trade. But overall, it just didn't, it didn't sit right with me for the amount of size that I had and watching my P&L go in the negative every time it was going up. So eventually I covered some for a loss. I got back in for a different price point. And then I'm very flat on the trade overall after coming down here. If I stuck to my read, obviously I would have never been stopped out and I would have been in the money still, and for the amount of size I had, I would have had a killer day on this trade. But sometimes you just chicken yourself out. You get fear of losing money instead of fear of missing out. You get fear of losing money, and that kind of bamboozled me out of this trade. So that's the end of it. Activision, you guys know I'm playing the stock almost every day, going long at the moment. HMHC, another buyout stock. Nothing really for me to talk about for you, but just notice how just keep on going in and out as many times as I can. Besides that, those are my trades on the day. I'm up on the day. I would have liked to smoke that PayPal trade that sadly Sean ended up mentioning because I don't even want to talk about this trade. It's messed up how he mentioned, Prad, you got to hold on to your reads, and then this trade happens where I do have a read and I don't hold on to it, and now it is what it is. At the end of the day, like I mentioned, up on the day. Let's try not to give it back, and let's look for more opportunities. An opportunity I see right now is this AMD. I keep battling if I want to go short 105. There's not much room to the downside. Maybe you go to 104, maybe you go to 103.5. 13.5, but I'd rather wait for NASDAQ test of 13.500 or the ES testing 42.60, 42.60, yeah. So if I do see that test of 42.60 and failing on the ES or 13.500 on the NASDAQ, then I think I'll be happy shorting 105s, 106, 107s on AMD, have it come back through 103, 104 to the downside. So at the moment, just being very patient, but AMD is giving you that double top high short play near 105s, with 105.24 being your break exit, basically being 105.25. Do you have any trades, Miss V, that you killed today?
Yes, earlier I hit this animation in regards of my Tesla trade, and here I am, guys. I was shorting Tesla at the open. I got in at 778. My best out is 757, which is around $20 per share in the money, and this was my biggest out. My next out was 761, and there I was holding just 10% the rest of my position, and I got out at 784. Nevertheless, very profitable trade for me, and Tesla testing that 800 levels. We already got to that 800 at some point today. So here I am in a long trade, hoping that Tesla will get back to that 800 level. Would be nice even if it breaks that level. And here I'm gonna open Tesla 15-minute chart. I have MULN in here. We can talk about that later. So previous close on Tesla was 796, and it broke it today and closed the gap with the previous close. So hopefully more positivity will come, and this long trade on Tesla will turn positive for me. But again, guys, Tesla giving so many opportunities, clean moves to the downside, to the upside. Just take a peek. And as we had MULN on my 15-minute chart, maybe we can take a look at that name.
For sure, MULN. I did wake up to multiple tweets about this stock. So, I did notice it was up 30% or something in pre-market itself. Look at the size of MEMX gateway. Are you kidding me? Who's this person just taking all the fees on that gateway? Let's quickly calculate it. How much orders or how much size is that? 530800. So 530,000 orders sitting on there. Just waiting to get filled, and every single order he gets filled or she gets filled or they get filled, they basically collect, I believe, for every 100 shares around 13 cents or something. At least that's how it works with our brokerage. Different brokerages probably offer you different fee structures and so on. So this person over here, notice how it's a legitimate size. It's not an illegitimate size, but they're cleaning them out. They just cleaned out 200,000, 300,000 shares. There's only 200,000 left. Let's see if they clean out the last 200,000 shares. So someone is for sure selling. Look at the size piling up on the sellers now, because they see the offers just getting smashed. The bids are just getting smashed because the offers are getting piled up. So overall, we're gonna see some probably down move on MULN, Mulan, Mullen, whatever it is. So there we go. 170 got taken out. That was some 500,000 shares just being constantly smashed to the downside. Let's see if the support could come in at a different price now. I was expecting support to come in at $1.70. Obviously, I don't really enjoy trading a low float stock like this. How are we selling 500,000 shares of a stock at $1.70 when when the float itself is 4 million? So that's a big chunk of the float just being dumped onto the bids when the float itself is 4 million. Very manipulative. We talked about this way earlier too, but obviously people did not enjoy those comments that I had not too long ago about how these low float games are very, very rug pulley, very gameable. So be careful about it. I'm just waiting for Tupacalypse to come in with his MULN super chats anytime soon.
That's right. When you ask who says it, who buying that, I'm like, you already know.
Yeah, it's Tupacalypse.
Tupacalypse.
For sure. Can't spell MULN without BAG. For sure. Okay, yeah, English 101 maybe. Someone point English 101 doors. But yeah, huge bid on MULN. Brandon also just called out in the chat for us. Ghost shares. I don't know if it's ghost shares, but no, those are legitimate shares. Could be a short seller covering for a profit all 500,000 shares after being short at $2 or something. Could be a future long buyer who thinks that I'm done with this nonsense of MULN going up and down and up and down. Time for me to load the bag at $1.70. Whatever it is, they just obviously smashed that bids for them. this week's meeting should be interesting. That is correct. We do have the FOMC meeting coming up on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So a lot of moves are going to be, kind of slowed down until Wednesday, in my opinion. We're seeing a little bit of that today. A big reason why I'm not really trying to short AMD yet, or even touch AMD. Very, very range bound, very up and down, bouncy movements. Even the Nasdaq, right? We don't really have a one directional movement. Nasdaq is only up 0.17%. ES is up 0.84. ES has kind of been a little bit more directional than Nasdaq, because Nasdaq has just been constantly seen bounce in front of 13,380. ES looks like it could find a way to break out of pre-market high near 42.55 and actually go test 42.60 at some point today, at which point we might see rejection at 42.60 and the market completely pooping itself, or a breakthrough of 42.60 and then a test of 4300, at which point market could again reject itself or break through that and then completely rip past that. So I'm just patiently waiting to see what happens. Nasdaq did curl back to the downside here while we're talking about the overall market. Nasdaq now at 13,300 instead of being 13,380, about to go test VWAP, slightly below VWAP also. Let's see if Nasdaq and the tech sector can somehow find a way to bounce.
Right, so someone on the chat, let me find it. Krishna is asking about JKS, Jinko Solar. It's down more than 10%, but despite that, I believe those are good news that came today in the morning, that the Jinko Solar receives UNGC Best Practices Sustainable Award 2021.
Looks like they won an award there, but they for sure don't win an award on the day today, because they're down 10% overall. So I'm not sure what part of the catalyst over there, or what part of the report is not being accepted by the market. Overall, obviously, we can see the rejection just being blatantly in our face on JKS, down 10%. Anytime a stock is down 10%, obviously goes on SSR mode, which means you cannot short the stock by taking off liquidity off the bids. You have to get picked up on an uptick every time the stock goes up. You can get short only on the up moves. JKS is a China stock. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now as to what exactly is going on. Chinese stocks obviously getting battered up one more time. We saw Baba going to the downside today. We saw Baidu going to the downside today. Man, Baba, $80. Yikes. So obviously the fear of delisting is still looming in Chinese stocks. I remember talking about this when DD delisting talks were happening. I said that there could be a chance of Baba and NIO and everything else delisting too. You just never know what happens, especially when regulations are coming into play. China playing their cards, USA playing their cards. There might be a data breach. USA already freaked out that China's stealing data from US, not just in general, but even from like apps like TikTok and so on, that they had to go as far as banning TikTok. I'm not sure if it's still banned or not, but that fear in tech in general, that countries can create an app to just steal stuff from you overall. So be very careful. There's a reason why I'm still staying away from Chinese stocks as an investment. Baba would be a crazy to not invest at these prices, but still, you guys got to be careful overall. Don't get burned. Just wait for regulations to completely confirm, and then just go long on everything you want, right? Tesla heading down again, maybe long at 750 question mark. We'll throw it over to the Tesla expert.
Well, that's right. I don't really happy to see that, because guys, as you know, I'm holding long at 792, but still I will hold maybe all the way until this 779. We will see. Anyways, before that happened, I was looking at this 777 level, and my plan was to go short when we break 777 to the downside, maybe even like 775. So I was looking for more short opportunities, but then markets went higher. Tesla kind of decided to trade above VWAP, so I was trying to get that short trade from 792 all the way to 800. So for now, guys, I don't see. I would keep an eye on this levels, 780, 777. And if we get rebound from that, hopefully Tesla will bring more opportunities. But QQQ is now trying. Like, we went all the way down, and now like we're flat, 0.03% upside.
Thank you, Miss V. So there you go. There you have for the Tesla levels over there that Miss V's watching. Obviously, she trades it more every day. It's better to have her perspective on that side too. I saw in our work chat that Brandon put in about 12 minutes ago. KSCP at day's high. That's obviously night scope. I think my data is corrupted, so let me just quickly do this real quick. Apply. Okay. Close. Reload chart. Reload chart. Bring that bad boy back up. Did the chart not close? Okay, the chart did not close. Give me a second. Close that, cancel, and then chart should load up right here. So in the meantime, while that's loading up, we'll talk about KSCP over here. So KSCP up 20% today. Obviously moving up in a great fashion. Look at the pre-market consolidation and then breaking out of the pre-market consolidation not too long ago about going into market movers. Exactly, we break the pre-market consolidation, move as high as $6.75. I can see why we're seeing some resistance around $6.75. I would even like it to go as much as $7 before we actually see the full resistance coming in on KSCP. Maybe in the move in the coming days we see a breakout of $7 and then a retest of 8 and then 9 for KSCP. So night scope. This is a company that makes robotics. I was highly interested in how this company does overall, and then I just completely forgot about them. So thankfully that they went IPO mode, and after going IPO, I was able to remember that the stock or company still exists, and had to do a little bit more research on how they're doing again.
We've got a super chat. Well,
Shoot your shot, player.
Basically from Isa Mohammed for Miss V and Rose. Thank you so much for your super chat, Isa. This is the third super chat from Isa for me personally for today. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. We appreciate your support so much. Guys, if you also want support, not only me, but Prad also and whole Trader TV Live community, please give us a like. First like of the new trading week.
Yes, ma'am. All right, PARA. Let's go check out PARA on NASDAQ. PARA on NASDAQ. 9 million shares trading so far on this bad boy. Woo, look at that move. 10% to the upside. Let's see what is going on these guys over here. Where's BAMSEC? PARA. That's the 11th of May or March. So it looks like some directive change, some executive position change in directors, officers, or compensations. So that was not too long ago. Is there anything today for PARA? Let me just quickly do this.
Yeah, I believe so. Some people were talking, I remember. Yeah. Some news on PARA, I believe, today.
It's not on our watch list. That's what I was about to check. But yeah, so there could be some catalyst over here for PARA that I can't find. I did see the catalyst from 3 days ago, which was on the 11th of March, which was directive change and so on. Man, insane move, 10% to the north side, breaking multiple resistance levels. Even on the dailies, you can see how this 35, 36 level was kind of a resistance, clearing past that 35. No break at all since the open, right? Every single candle was just non-stop rippage to the upside. So even dollar breaks would have worked for you. Tons of volume too. 9 million shares on a $35 stock is not bad at all. Let me go over here to see if I can find the relative volume on PARA, and if I can't, I know how to. I'll go here and I'll do this. PARA relative volume 2.3 times. Paramount Global. Oh, is this the movie company Paramount? Okay, cool. So obviously Paramount having a great moment to the upside. March Madness for Paramount. That makes sense. Prad, can you look up the short flow for MULN to give the audience the real number? I will for sure try to. I'm not sure if this one has the number in there. It does. It's a 5.34% short flow. And obviously, we try to give you multiple resources, or not give you. We try to urge people to look for multiple resources for short flow, because obviously different places report different numbers. So Finviz gives me no number. Trade Ideas gave me about 5%. Let me just go confirm that again. About 5.34%. And Miss V on Icon. Yeah, no, for MULN. And Miss V is getting you guys the icon number for MULN short flow.
Short interest is 5.50%.
So 5.34, 5.5, and then Finviz doesn't give me any number. Doesn't Viacom own Paramount? That's a good question. I have to find Google that a little bit more. If they are, then I guess they're separately listed, like not dual listed at the same time under one ticker. Let's go quickly check over here. I don't think they are though. Paramount is owned by who? What's the parent company?
They're formerly known as Viacom CBS.
Oh, they are?
Formerly, yeah.
Okay, so there we go. I'm just trying to look for the parent company. Parent company, Paramount Global. Yeah, formerly known as Viacom CBS, but I guess they changed the name back to whatever it is. Throw a stank bid on SoFi like $5.39. I mean, at this rate that SoFi is going, you might as well throw a stink bid at $1, right? Because that's what everyone's telling me. Everyone's well, some of my friends are just clowning on me, going, "Yeah, I'll see you at $1, Prad. I'll buy SoFi at $1." I'm just like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. Clown on me all you want, but I'm just gonna have fun holding this until it goes to zero. We're watching it at that in this current environment. It looked like it might just go to zero. Still dropping every single day. Now how many days are we? 1, 2, 3, 4 days red after one small green day, and then we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 days red. So I'm expecting maybe tomorrow we have one small green day, getting a decent bump up somehow. Praying to God that happens. SoFi, even after having a killer earnings report that is absolutely push the downside on the earnings day. They gave back every single dollar they got up in pre-market, and ever since then, just we've seen downwards and downwards and downwards moves on SoFi. So nothing but sadness for that position, but I can't complain. One thing that I will complain about is my Apple order. I did throw out an Apple on the way to work today, and I guess I'm not going to get the fill. I threw out the fill at 105.10, sorry, 150.10, because I thought that, Apple was going to go test 150 today without a doubt. But looks like that's not going to be it, and I'm going to miss out my position by a $2 move and complain about it. I'm just waiting for Sean to turn around and be like, just buy it, Brad. Shut up and buy it. No, he's too busy doing his own thing at the moment.
Talking about busy guys, real quick, T on the chat, does Arun have Twitter? No, Arun is social media free. You can find him exclusively only on TraderTV.Live, guys. And good news for you, T. Well, Neil will be back only on Wednesday, which means Arun will be today and tomorrow for the full day. So take your chance, write comments on the chat during the closing show today. Arun cannot type on the chat, but he sees the chat and he will definitely reply you if he likes your question or comment.
But praying Prad means saying, here we go to the charts. No, here we go is it's ended up being a jinx. It was supposed to be, okay, here we go. It's actually going in my direction. I'm getting happy. And then it just ended up being a complete jinx in the whole game. So now I'm just trying not to say it for anything that I do need to work for me. Especially when, even if the boys say it on the floor, I'm like, no, stop saying it. You're going to turn my position around on me. Stop saying it. But yeah, that's how that ended up turning around into. Did Neil go to Russia? No, Neil's taking care of his daughter, I believe. It's a March break right now. It's March break, so he's taking care of his daughter. My mom was also not up in the morning, so I was like, what the heck is going on? Where's mom? Why is she not out yet? And my dad's like, chill out, buddy. Go to work. Your mom has no work today. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Brad, you think AMC 1230 is a good long? AMC's at $12. Holy moly. Do I think AMC at 1230 is a good long? I mean, based on today's move, yeah, why not, right? Based on today's move, if AMC goes to $12, it should be a better long than where we're currently at $14 overall. In my opinion, though, within the current market environment, I don't really want to go long on AMC at any time soon. I've never been a theaters guy. I'm still not a theaters guy. So AMC, I always think about maybe even dabbling in it for my long term, and I just completely turn my head around as to why do I even bother with this stock. There's way better stocks out there to lose money on, such as SoFi, such as DraftKings, such as Palantir. So I'd much rather lose money on those stocks than AMC. Where we're going to, if SoFi had $0, I'll buy. That's what I'm thinking. If SoFi had $0, I'm loading up the bag on that bad boy. Neil at home in his fluffy pink slippers. Wait, how do you know? You watching him, dude? That's creepy. That's creepy. All right.
But real quick, as again I promised everyone to show my dog,
Yeah.
guys. So if you don't want to give like to me or Prad, give it at least to small, little, cute Maltipoo.
What's his name again?
Louis. So here's the video. He's so cute. He's so cute, right? So this is the small video. He's biting toes.
Yeah.
This is real. This is him sleeping. He's so cute. I just can't. I miss him. And this is like what I sent on the chat. Like it's his face. So guys, if you think Louis is cute and Louis is a good name for him, I think he looks like Louis.
I love the name.
Smash the like button.
I love the name, especially from the origin of where the name comes from, and then even more so from all the garbage names that we were thinking about.
Right.
So all the garbage names to this perfect name and the origin of that name. It's a perfect story.
Yeah.
It's a perfect little circle all around, especially after everything the dog had to go through and you had to go through. So welcome home to Louis. I can't wait to meet him. Maybe one day you bring him into the office.
I would love to.
After he's potty trained.
Yeah.
After he's potty trained. I don't want to see no potty and pee-pees going on in this workplace.
No way. Like still his next vaccination is in April.
More?
Yeah, so until April I cannot walk with him.
Booster shots for your dog now? What's going on over here?
He's drug addict now.
You're getting your dog addicted to drugs. I like it. Oh man, there's so many other companies that lose money every quarter. Why buy AMC? 100%, man. Like that's where my mentality comes into every time I'm thinking about AMC. It's like if I really want to lose money, there's tons of other companies out there in the world for me to do so, and I'm already doing so on multiple of them, right? So let me just throw a couple orders here out for myself. 96, 97. Darn it, I should have just thrown a new order instead of canceling that. I'm a dummy. All right, coming back to you guys. Thoughts on Zim, Z-I-M. Where is Zim doing or going today? Zim, with 4 million shares traded so far, is trying to... Can I load my chart? Is trying to go up. Awesome. All right, it's trying to go up. Barrier at 82.50. Sorry, I almost said 40. 82.50 barrier. I can see that barrier coming into play a little bit. We're also trying to see if we can clear past that barrier and go test the high day at 82.63. And then let me go on the dailies to see what the chart looks like on the dailies. Zim, is this all-time high? This is the all-time high. Let's go back to the 1-year chart. So obviously anytime we're at all-time high levels, new ranges are going to be formed. Not really any information to play off of. So what I like to do is wait for levels to form, especially if I'm on the show. If I'm not on the show, something I do is, watch the tape. Just focus on the change of characteristics. So what we're talking about in the meaning of change of characteristics, on the way up, you're gonna see a big speed of volume just running the stocks up and up and up, and all you're gonna see is green and above ask prints going on. So eventually the stocks will slow down, the volume will taper off, the characteristics will change, the spread might open up, and then you'll see the direction of the prints will start going in the other direction. Instead of going more into the ask, they start going more into the bid. So that will tell you a little bit of a possible move to the downside, instead of keep on going to the high side. So Zim, we're waiting for a possible change of characteristics. We're still very close to VWAP over here. The support on the downside is not too far from based on yesterday's close. Look at the consolidation in pre-market itself also, which we broke out of, and now we're finding support in this consolidation highs. So all that combined, I think Zim still has some more move to the upside over the past next few days or even the next week. And then we might see some maybe downwards move to see where the supports are to the downside. Maybe $75 over here, maybe $72 over here. It should be retested eventually. I closed the chart. Where's my chart? There it is. Okay. INTC, another sleeper when it comes to a short. IWM as well. Multiple sleepers. Obviously, market's kind of going to the downside without a doubt at the moment. So let's go check out what NASDAQ is doing. NASDAQ is coming down almost back to low a day. ES tried to go to the 42.60 mark, but never really managed to break past the 42.50 after open. So, wait, that's not NASDAQ. There's NASDAQ. So NASDAQ coming back to the downside, about to go test supports. Let's see if we can still be flat on the day for NASDAQ. I would love for it to be flat on the day. ES is still up, which is S&P 500, but ES only up 0.5% now, whereas it was up a whole percent at one point. And now testing VWAP, also pre-market range high consolidation, 42.20. Miss V?
Comments that Tesla breaking down. Yes, indeed, Tesla does keep going lower. Sad. Again, guys, I had a FOMO. I'll be honest with you. I really wanted to protect that trade. But anyways, I still believe that Tesla will get back to that 800 level today. I'm not sure if it will break, but I'm sure maybe like by the end of the day it will come there. I just will be on me to decide if I want to get out and take my loss on hold longer, take a risk, and to see where it goes, maybe to average my trade and buy more shares. Anyways, we will see. I'm also keeping an eye on this 775 level, but again, with still at this 777, I was telling you this number. So that's what's going on with Tesla. But QQQ is now also like down almost 0.5%, which brings Tesla to the downside.
Yeah, markets are looking shaky at the moment. We're worried about to see if market's going to go any lower today or find a way to, trade sideways a little bit. I think, as I mentioned already, markets could trade sideways for a little bit until they start, until we see what happens with the Fed rate decision. I think people are expecting that 0.25 rate hike that Powell said. And if we get a 0.5, which is basically backing up on what they already said that they were going to do, which is reduce it from 0.5 to 0.25, then markets are really going to scream to the downside, in my opinion, at least. So worried about that, worried about multiple things as to what might happen on Wednesday. Overall, though, as Arun mentioned, control the controllables. It's just things that we cannot control. We just play the information that's being given to us. So, I'm trying to be a little contained in terms of how I'm trading for this next few days. And then Wednesday 2 o'clock obviously is going to be a big trade day for everyone. Directional, very directional moves, especially after 2 o'clock, given that we get what's expected. And if we don't get something that's expected and we get something out of the blue, a complete random surprise, then even better trade opportunities coming out from the market. So we're waiting to see what kind of opportunities this Wednesday has to arise for us. There's a lot of talks happening today. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Maybe Biden about going on something, but the Fed talk we're talking about is about on Wednesday.
Exactly when Neil is back.
Neil's back on Wednesday. Awesome. Do you have any news when BABA and all Chinese stocks are being delisted? There is no news, but there is a possibility that they're getting delisted. That's why they're going to the downside today. But I'm kind of sure that we haven't got a certain date to be exact that they're being delisted. It's just a possibility of them being also removed from the market along with DD. And I think was it DD? I think it was DD that had issues with data and how they handled data, so that even stopped them from going onto the Hong Kong market. So if if regulations by China are something that's blocking you from getting listed or as a public stock in Hong Kong, then that just goes to show how poorly you guys are managing your company. Like that's ridiculous. So DD is under that umbrella. So BABA, NIO, what's NIO doing today? NIO probably to the downside. I know a couple of our traders traded NIO today. We actually have Brandon who wants to talk about AGRI. So around 12:30 or so, we'll bring on Brandon to talk about his trade over there. Beautiful executions. I did send that chart to you, Miss V, but we'll bring him on around 12:30. Actually, I don't think they'll be able to come on at 12:30, Brandon. It's up to you. Yeah, I don't think you, because of your trading. Does Trader TV ever trade?
Sure.
For sure. Yeah, we'll think about it. Does Trader TV ever trade crypto? We don't trade crypto on here. We only trade equities and currencies and Forex, which is currencies and futures. But no, we don't have crypto capabilities. I mean, we have it, but like realistically, there's no liquidity on those gateways. We're just trading with ourselves at that point. So there's no there's no reason for us to even be trading on that just yet. But soon, hopefully, especially with what Biden's going on with the regulations with the cryptocurrency and so on, maybe we get some actual liquid gateways. We get some, how Nasdaq bought out some, I forget what the name is, a broker back in the day. New York bought out a broker back in the day, and that's how they became this whole conglomerate. And a lot of the volume is being run through them, and then BATS ended up being a gateway. ARCA ended up being a gateway. My idea is that one day they buy out companies like Crypto.com, Coinbase, and everything else, and every one of them becomes their own gateway. So Coinbase becomes a gateway, Crypto.com becomes a gateway, Binance becomes a gateway, and they're all just trading under, Nasdaq or something under the SEC's rule. But then that kind of defies the whole decentralized aspect. So I'm still trying to come up with a theory as to what might happen, but that's my theory, that they're just gonna get bought out and put under the market, at which point trading crypto is gonna be so much easier. You can just smash levels from the left and right, with all the books being consolidated under one main server. Prad at V down. I'm not sure what you're talking about on Activision over there. Prad, they delist under the 2024, and if you're a broker, you can trade the Hang Seng market. Your shares will be switched over to US and Hang Seng in 2024. Okay, so looks like that's the first time I've heard that date. I'll be honest. I'm going to obviously have to use my own research. I'm not going to go with just what you said over there. So if it's 2024, then it happens to be 2024. What is happening right now, though? NASDAQ pushing to the downside big time. And actually about to go test a lower day. More down candles coming in on NASDAQ. That's NIO. Can I get NASDAQ? There we go. More down candles incoming, and we're pushing. Let's see where will NIO, sorry, not NIO, where will NASDAQ find support today? 13,000 might be a significant level. I'm just saying might be because I haven't really gone back and seen what the levels look like on NASDAQ. So let's do that real quick. Zoom out. Look at that. 13,000 has to be a level at this point. So I'm just putting that line right there. 13,025 is that candle, but I'm just running it down to the nice even bottom number. Then we also have this low consolidation around 12,800. But yeah, let's see how the market even behaves with today's low being 13,000. What is today's low on NASDAQ? 13,205. Activision just gave me a profit target to the upside over here. More money being poured into my pocket. So thank you, Activision. Let's see where this stock goes to. We obviously are just going to let the stock do what it wants to. We have orders on the way up. We have orders on the way down. And we're just playing the game at the end of the day, which is the stock market, the stonk market. What a wild ride today has been. I guess so. I kind of felt like today has been a very, very boring, if you ask me. But that's because my stocks have been pretty much boring me to death. But yeah, that theory of if you feel like today has not been a good day to trade, or your stocks are putting you to sleep, that's your fault, because there's tons of positions out there, tons of opportunities out there. Rivian shorts, Baba longs, Baidu longs, MULN longs. There's tons of opportunities, tons of ways to make money, and also tons of ways to make excuses for people who are not making money. So I guess I just happen to be in that basket. Even though I'm up on the day, it just feels like very slow, boring day for me. But that's my fault, not the market's fault. Whew, my voice. Prad, you love trading Activision A. I love making money. So any stocks that makes me money, I'm going to trade it without a doubt, right? Yeah, it's not about what if I love Activision or not. Realistically, I hate Activision. You guys know that. I can't never talk good about Activision and their video games. So I hate it. But what I do love is the free money that they offer me on the stock on a daily basis. I'm playing the ranges and just going long and short within the range. But sadly, I will not do the same thing on something like AMD or Microsoft, because those will absolutely whip you if you're wrong on that. But Activision, I could load up at the bottoms, I could load up at the tops, and let the stock do its thing. It's free money for me every day.
Prad, talking about European markets, as they closed just around 20 minutes ago. Europe closed.
No, 12:30 today.
Oh, switch of the time,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
All right, good to know. So starting today, European markets will be closing 12:30, right?
They might go back to 11 though. I don't know. They might go. Do they change times too? Do they change times too? They do. So it will eventually go back to 11:30, but I think for a month or so we're gonna be at 12:30.
All right. So
Yeah.
we'll need
2 weeks.
in 2
2 weeks.
weeks.
There
so
we
for
go.
now, 12:30.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, positive day for Europe so far.
Nice.
And automakers are among top performers, with Volkswagen leading the group.
Volkswagen.
And yes, hopes for ease of what's going on in Ukraine, bringing Europe a little bit to the upside today.
Is Volkswagen even listed on our side?
Oh, good question.
Volkswagen. It's not, eh? Okay, damn.
Germ-
After it's closed, did it get delisted or something? DWAGY on pink sheets. Doggy? DWAGY. Okay, anyway. Oh, VWAG. I thought you said doggy. DWAGY. I was like, what? No way, that's their ticker. All right, VWAGY. Waggy. Wagyu. 127,000 shares only on the pink sheets for these guys. Obviously, they're listed on the German stock exchange. Daylight saving time is a scam like MULN. I don't know about that. I kind of like the daylight savings, man. Especially if you're in Canada when you don't really get any daylight. Daylight savings saves a lot of daylight for us. So I like the daylight savings time. Obviously, I'm a vampire. I live in the dark. I stay inside blacked out curtained rooms all day. So, I mean, not now. But when I'm at home, I'm in like blacked out curtains, blacked out walls, lights off. I'm gaming with my headsets on. I'm sitting 5 inches away from my monitor. But sunlight's great. I like sunlight, especially when I have to come outside of my house once in a while.
I was so confused with this time change. I totally forgot. And thank God, iPhone automatically changed your time. So basically everything works like it's supposed to be. But when they come, people talk on the chat like, that show starts different time today. And then I'm like, oh, all right. And I felt so tired this morning. So my inner watch, they noticed the time switch, definitely. While we're here on me, guys, let's take a look at earnings after market today and before they open tomorrow. Nothing really exciting. My face is hiding GitLab, how you say that?
Ooh, GitLab.
GitLab.
Nice.
We have Coupa, we have Finvolution, Archer Aviation Services, Tuya, might be interesting for someone, and DLocal. Not terribly exciting, right?
Yeah, nothing really exciting except for GitLab. I'll be honest with you on that. You know, GitLab, we talked about it on the IPO day of that stock. And, you know, on the IPO day, I think I remember mentioning, watch this stock go to $100. And we literally watched it go from 95 open all the way up to 115. And then the next few weeks or so, we watched it go to 137. But now we are seeing it go down up 11% on the day, trade near $31, man. And that's the sad part about it. For anyone who doesn't know what GitLab is, they're basically a competition against GitHub, who is owned by Microsoft, I believe. So they are a repository for programming languages, especially like codes and so on. You can host your code on their website, and you know, developers can pull and push new code up to the repository admins, privileged rights and so on. Anyways, it's a pretty decent company over there. Very big rival to GitHub. I believe eventually these guys will also get bought out, maybe by Google, maybe by somebody else. Who knows? But at the current standing where GitLab stands, it sucks to watch them IPO where they IPO'd and now trade at $31. I think, honestly, these prices are ridiculous prices for GitLab for investors. So now that I actually noticed that, I might even throw some orders to buy some GitLab on my portfolio, along with my Apple shares that I have, or Apple orders that I have out there. Is this position really turning around like this? What is going on with this one? But yes, overall, GitLab struggling to the downside today, down 10% or 11%, sorry, and anything down more than, you know, 10% on the day, you cannot short it. It's going to be on SSR. For people who don't know what SSR is, if you're new to the show or if you're just joining, SSR means short sale restriction. You cannot short the stock by taking out the liquidity on the bids. You can only short it when it's going up. So for example, if it's moving from $31 to $32, that's the only way you can short it. You cannot short it on the way from 32 to 31 on the way down, unless it makes a green tick up top to your order.
While we are on SSR, we have educational video on that. So if you need more explanation or just excited to see, I just sent on the channel the link, how to trade SSR stocks, short sale restricted explain, and some tip pros in that video. So guys, for sure, I recommend you to watch this video. After you finish watching Market Movers.
Yes, obviously. And make sure you hit the like on that video too.
That's
after you hit the like here, obviously.
First things first.
Does Canada trading allow both short and long positions at the same time on a stock? I don't think any broker should allow you to do that. If you're long on a stock, how are you going to go short on the stock without covering it and then flipping your position? That doesn't make any sense, right?
But would be cool.
Sorry, Missy?
Would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be illegal. So
what's the point then, right?
You can make so much money just doing that. You could sit on the bid and the ask, but you can't be short and long on the position at the same time, right? But obviously, it looks like SoFi. Sean just went long on SoFi, and Brandon also posted NFL tweeted about SKLZ. So let's quickly go take a long at the SoFi level. I guess he's going long in front of $8. Look at that size on $8. That's about 500,000 shares sitting there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 500,000 shares sitting there on the $8 level. Obviously, 500,000 times 8. You do the math. Let me know. Let's go check out SKLZ also at the same time, because Brandon put it in our chat. And he mentioned NFL tweets. So SKLZ probably getting bumped up over there. Also poke my head out to see if it's on the CNBC news. No, it's not. Looks like the volume candles to the upside, but we're pushing to the downside. I'm not sure if the NFL tweet was negative or positive, but some catalyst coming into play for SKLZ. Okay, now I'm seeing it actually. Big volume candle pushed it from $2.26 to $2 and maybe 36, unless that's a dark pool. Let's go confirm that. No, that's not a dark pool, so that's a legitimate candle. Pushed it all the way up to pre-market high, and then immediately back down in the very next minute or two. So let's see if we can form support here based off of that tweet, and are able to go back to the upside, actually proving that tweet has a substance behind it. But if it doesn't have any substance behind it, obviously to the downside. What else to the downside is the overall market. Nasdaq now clearing the lower day, heading much lower, about to go test that 13,000 flat, I believe, and ES about to go also negative on the day, only up 0.09%, and about to test lower day, which is 4,200. Real quick, let me poke my head below my screens and see if Arun, you have any levels for us on the ES? So he said 41.85. If we take out 41.85 on ES to the downside, that's the only level of support goes. We look for shorts. Got it. And he said wait for the bounce. Obviously, wait for the confirmation of that level actually being taken out. And if there is no bounce off that level, maybe there is no move to the downside. Let's see. We'll obviously keep an eye on 41.85. You said 41.80. I think you said 41.80. 85. 41.85, which is a lower day. Got it.
Did we talk about the Red Cat yet?
No.
Meow.
What's the ticker?
Red Cat, RCAT is up more than 36%, which is great.
Yeah, let's go check out RCAT. RCAT up more than 35%. 9 million shares traded on a $2 stock. Lots of volume coming in today. Let's go check out what the relative volume is real quick. RCAT relative volume 15 times. So this goes to show how many eyes are on the stock today. 15 times its average volume. Also clearing the high a day as we're talking about it. Keeps on going to the north side. I can see some levels. This consolidation bottoms that we're about to break past. This $2.50 level. Even though we're above $2.50, looks like we're going to try and make more moves to the upside and go test maybe this high at $2.70, maybe even a flat $3 because of the overall momentum. Earnings coming in at the end of the month for this stock, so we'll see what the overall catalyst is. Did you mention the catalyst for it?
I just found it says that Red Cat stock inches higher after unit picked by U.S. Army for SRR Tranche 2 drone program. So related somehow to Army stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. Defense somehow related to defense over there. We also know that Lockheed Martin, LMT, I forget what country, but some country bought X amount of jets, 30 something F-32 jets or something. Sir? Is someone talking to me? Germany bought their Germany bought their jets over there from Lockheed Martin, 30 some odd jets. So I'm trying to see if they got a nice bump off that. Looks like they're up 1% overall, but no real move from that news, I guess, from that catalyst. We're still waiting to see what happens in overall Russia and Ukraine based news over there. So those catalysts also kind of, you know, playing a little bit on the market. We know that China has a new COVID variant possible running around in the tech sector of China. That's another problem in the world. So, you know, just go. I just want to add on to something that we were talking about Friday, right? A lot of people were asking us tips for swing trading over the weekend, holding positions over the weekend, and going into Monday especially. Notice how the market is at the moment, right? Things were looking good, and then immediately things go wow, really quick, and everyone's screaming Mayday, 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 Houston, we have a problem, right? So that's why just going off of what Neil, Sean, even Daniela Shea, who's on our show, not our show obviously, but on Trader TV Live, every Thursday 250. What an odd time, 250. So every Thursday 250 right. She's on, and even she said, you know, this is not a swing trading market. I believe that's what she said. So just be careful in terms of your in terms of swing trading overall. Just be careful. A firm looking like a nice setup, one nice setup for a long or a short. Obviously, well, let's go find out what you're talking about. A firm is still, you know, making new all-time lows every single time we pull it up. I mean, today we're at 27.81, clearing the previous all-time low near $32. So and down almost 10%. So a firm about to go into actually what is it? SSR mode. Oh, it's already on SSR mode. Looks like, I guess we were down more than 10% at one point. I'm trying to zoom in over here. Yeah, easily. More than 10% at one point. Look at that, 9.93 already. So SSR on a firm also. Now the question is, are we bouncing off the SSR level? Remember, we talked about this trade before. Look for positions that are bouncing off of the 10% mark, and looks like a firm already did that right here. That happens to be the 10% mark right there in front of 27.50. At the low of day 27.61. So bouncing off of that already, giving you a beautiful long. How much would have you been in the money if you took that, right? For the amount of risk you took, your profit is really ridiculous out there. So that setup that I just handed out to you guys is you're welcome. Miss V?
A firm was also Truist Financial cut its price target to 55 today.
55. The stock IPO'd at like what, 100? What the? How do you even cut the target for the stock like that, man? The stock IPO'd at like hundreds, and they're gonna basically name or give it this bottom of this range low. That sucks. I'm sorry if I laughed, and if anyone's in this position, it's just ridiculous how they can even do something like this. Like, why even open the company at $90 then, huh? And then it rips to 175, and now the original value for this growth stock is $50. Obviously, I was listening to a YouTube video on my way to work today about trading. I'm not going to mention who, because we don't want you guys leaving to our rivals. But no, in that video, they did mention, like, you know, growth stocks and how to trade growth stocks, how to short them, how to go long, how the valuations work on there, how the multiples work on growth stocks overall in the current market environment. So all that being considered, you know, a firm smackarooski to the downside. MULN go. Okay, let's go check out MULN. MULN pushing to the downside a little bit. We're now at $1.50. What? I thought $1.70 would hold at the 100 period EMA, but obviously no. We went as low as $1.50. Still up 20% on the day, so no complaints for any MULN traders. I bet you that one. But you know, still a little questionable for MULN over here. A lot of games still being played, and that's why I can't trade something that's so gameable. So gameable. But that's intelligent. Just break yourself. I'm not sure what that means, brother. When does SSR get lifted? I have an order to sell puts on a firm 23.5 for this week. No way it gets that low this week. SSR gets taken off on day 2. So SSR lasts for 2 days long. And basically, I don't think options have an SSR. Options don't have SSR, do they? Yeah, options don't have SSR. So even if the stock's on SSR, you don't have to worry about it. You can still buy your puts and sell your puts or whatever that is that you're doing on the options world. SSR lasts for equities and the actual stock market itself. How can you see if it's a dark pool? So we actually have dark pool executions, and every time you see a D gateway over here, let me just try to pause this over here. Scroll down. Notice how all those D market centers, those are all dark pool gateways. So those won't show up on the level 2 over here. We don't know where that size is being traded. And I promise you, if I was to code a level 2 reader right now on MULN, more than 70% or 50% of the volume is being traded in the dark pool. So you guys think you can touch the liquidity on some of these gateways, but realistically, hedge funds are gaming the crap out of you guys in the back end with synthetic shares and whatnot, and really that's where the games are played. So I try to stay away from that a lot.
Prad, 3 minutes left until 12, and we know that at 12 we like to do likes, o'clock, like check. Everybody, wherever you are in the world right now, it's like o'clock on your clock. So please be kind and smash the like button, team. We have almost 3,000 people watching. Each and every of you have the like button, so please be kind, unleash yourself, and smash the like. And by the way, maybe if Brandon can do it at 12:30, we can have Brandon at 12 break.
I was just putting that over here. I was like, he can do it 12:30. You do your break at like 1 o'clock or so. Maybe we'll just do
whenever Brandon wants.
Well, I think we'll do at 1 because he can't come in at 12:30 anymore, right?
Then.
So yeah, we'll just do that. RCAT is a new U.S. Army contractor drone maker. So there we go. Coming in, Brandon, with the 9 minutes ago, putting it in the chat. RCAT, new U.S. Army contract drone maker. Why can't they just buy the drone company I'm invested in, huh? I forget what. Luca, what was the drone company you were invested in? FLTWN? Yeah, that's the one. This is the company that I'm getting absolutely screwed on. Absolutely screwed on. My long is at $2 on this position. It's at 60 cents. I'm getting wrecked on this position, but obviously this is a 10-year long position, so we'll see what makes me laugh even talking about it like that, man. 10-year long position, my butt. I'm bagged and I can't get out. That's what it is. I'm bagged. I'm Mr. Bagged FLT, man. That's what it is. RCAT is in beast mode. RCAT still ripping to the north side. Looks like yeehaw. There it goes. Volume is still there on RCAT, man. Look at the volume candles. We haven't gone down a single mode, and actually we're creating higher and higher volume candles than previously existed. So a lot of momentum coming in. Let's go check on what the flow is for RCAT. 30 million flow with almost 4% short flow. Market cap of 143 million, and if it's a U.S. drone contract, you know that the possibility is that they get more market cap in the future. You will see them being involved into the defense plays. You'll see them being involved into even plays such as UPS delivery and so on. So more possibilities for RCAT. If you guys read ARK Investments, what are those things called? Innovation pamphlets or whatever they call it. I forget what it's called, but they send out innovation newsletters. There we go, innovation newsletters, and that they talk about drones a lot. So obviously you have to be an Aunt Kathy lover for to even be reading those. And if you do read those, yeah, FLT with 6K revenue. I don't know what I was doing. Listen, my friends got me into that stock, and now I'm bagged, so I gotta blame them for it. Not Luca, obviously. I don't know if I can call these guys friends anymore, man. These guys got me bagged onto FLT, man. It's all good though. I love those guys. I used to work in the IT company with them. Yeah, who's talking? Yeah. Oh, 100%, 100%. It's on me because I pressed the buy button, no doubt. But can't do anything about it. It's not like I have like $1 million in it or anything, but it's bagged is bagged without a doubt. Thoughts on Roblox, please. Let's go over to Roblox. RBLX. We should actually get Sean's kid on the show one day to talk about Roblox. What do you think, Sean? Yeah? No? He said, okay. Roblox obviously down one more day, 6% over here. 36 is holding. 36.6 is trying to hold. Market's creating a new low again. Nasdaq's about to go take out the previous low of day. ES is not at the low of day still. Looks like we're bouncing in front of 4,200 a little bit. But RBLX, man, another day, another down move. I'm still waiting to see if somehow the active user base goes up. You know, if active user base goes up, this is a no-brainer long on Roblox. We're still waiting to see how the metaverse in general turns out. You know, Facebook metaverse, Roblox metaverse. We're waiting to see how that turns out in the near future. Overall today, though, with 10 million shares traded, creating multiple bottoms and taking out the lows while we're talking about it. But we are actually turning around at the moment. Let's go to all-time. Yeah, there we are. If we do go to $40 on Roblox, I think we see some resistance in this sometime in this week. So I'll throw that line out over there for RBLX. What you think about NIO? What do I think about NIO? Let's go check it out. NIO, you know, obviously any Chinese stocks is still in the danger territory. We want to be careful. Without a doubt, NIO has you know, deliveries. They do sell cars. They have money coming in. Also, XPEV is on the same notes. But at the end of the day, these guys are all under the basket of Chinese scare basket. So because of that, I wouldn't be urging anyone to go long. And today we're down only 8% at the moment, but we were down more than 10% at one point. So that means SSR is on for today and tomorrow for NIO. Let's also go check on XPEV at the same time, because these guys should basically replicate whatever NIO is doing. And there we go, down 11%, and the chart looks exactly like NIO chart. And I'm sure Baba looks pretty much the same today. Sean, what was the Chinese ETF you gave me a long time ago? FXI? FXI on Amex, the Chinese ETF. Let's go look at this one. There we go. A lot of these look, the pattern pretty much looks the same. An upside down U, I guess. I don't know if it's an upside down U, because obviously it doesn't look like one. But the upside down umbrella, or no, the umbrella shape, which is the large cap Chinese ETF XFI, basically indicating what's going on with the overall market today, which is your BABA, NIO, XPEV, and so on. NIO, stay away, question mark. NIO is a long term. If anything, y'all should be adding to it. That's your opinion, right? Nothing wrong with it. Your opinion, everyone's entitled to it. But I would urge people to stay away from it a little bit longer until we finally decide if they're going to get delisted or not get delisted. If you obviously want to hold it into the transition of getting your shares ported over to Hang Seng and so on, and you want to be holding NIO in the Hang Seng market and deal with the conversions and whatnot, that's things that you want to deal with, and that's your opinion and your trade. Go for it. My opinion was asked, and my opinion is stay away from these stocks a little bit longer. Last time I said the same thing about BABA, and if you listened to me, you would have probably saved yourself a ton of money. If you didn't listen to me and you took a swing trade, you would have probably made a ton of money. And if you didn't listen to me and you didn't swing trade and you held it, you would have probably lost everything you held. So that's just the trades, right? Multiple scenarios, multiple ways to make money, multiple ways to lose money. Hence this market. I love it. I love this beautiful thing we call market.
People talk about MULN. I think we talked about MULN a lot already today. But another EV maker, Rivian, I'm not sure if we were talking about that one. It's also down more than 5% today.
No, yeah, we weren't talking about it, but I did see Sean trade Rivian today. Man, beautiful shorts on Rivian. I think he got this top tick over here. I'm going to ask him to send his chart whenever he's free. But this top tick over here, and then I believe he also reloaded around the 3660s, if I remember correctly. Multiple opportunities of shorting Rivian today for Sean over there. Obviously, you have to pay for shorts on the stock still. I don't know why. Like, it's been so long since it's IPO'd now. We should have free shorts on this. Like, our broker's slacking. This is the first time. Well, obviously it's still a new recent IPO, but you know, I'm not gonna say our broker's slacking, because our broker kind of nasty with our shorts over there. There we go. There's a chart that I'm talking about. Nasty fill in pre-market itself. That wasn't even in the open. Sheesh, big baller, Ben Baller over here taking 927 short, riding it off the open, getting out somewhere over here, and then reloading all the way back, and still in this trade, still making money, still profiting on the same very trade. So Rivian, another day, another downside, looking a lot like a firm, right? Opens up near hundreds, goes up to 180s, and now is in the 30s. These growth stocks all in general are struggling. Rivian, man, did the earnings report come out? I remember
last
it
week.
did. And a disaster. Yeah, disaster. Wow. 107% miss on surprise. Wow. So just goes to show where the stock price is now. I remember people were getting hyped up about the $100 price, and I was like, just wait. And here we are at 30s on Rivian.
Prad,
Agreement,
I know
Service.
that Brandon is supposed to talk about Agri4's growing system. Someone says that it's trying to run again, and we have Agri on our watch list. And guys, we have many more great names today: Tesla, Chinese stocks, Ford, Oil, Apple, MULN. And again, we don't only put them, we put their pre-market percentage move, and we add the reason why this mover is worth watching, kind of a news catalyst, volume, everything. And it's absolutely free. All you need to do is add this to your bookmarks. Check it every morning. We post it in pre-market at around 8:10. So you have plenty of time to get ready, to prepare, to check levels of the stock yourself, to see how the catalyst is big. So please make sure, guys, you have it. It's absolutely free, but very, very helpful.
I see someone in chat, Marky SY, putting Apple below
I
one.
actually brought Agri.
Oh, did you?
From
I actually
their
even
watch
typed out
list.
Agri and I forgot.
Cool.
I even typed it out. Agri, AGRI. Brandon's going to talk about his trade over this one, so we'll see what his trades are. Looks like the stock halted at one point. Yeah. Huh? Maybe not. It did. Okay, so it did halt over here, and then eventually ripped more to the high side after coming down a little bit. So AGRI on our watch list. The sector is still kind of hot, man. AGRI. Let me go check out what it looks like on the dailies over here. Bang, the $5 level from Friday. I believe that's Friday. Let me go make sure. No, that's actually Thursday's level, but even then, that Thursday level kind of coming into play. Let's see how $5.15 or $5 the stock looks like around those prices. Currently trading well below even $4.50. So I'm gonna look for maybe support around $4 flat or even $3.50 over here. The low of day being $3.36. Looks like it bounced off of that $3.50 level that we're talking about. So where's my chart? Where's my chart? Here's my chart. So 350 level from Friday going into 360. Pre-market high seems to be pre-market high around 420, 416, which is where it kind of halted too. Surprising. Okay. So yeah, I think there's a chance that the stock could go to $50 or not $55 today for a test of $5 to see if there's any barriers over there. All we need is a little bit more volume. Obviously, lunchtime at 12 o'clock. We're going to be at lunchtime for a good 30, 40-minute period, even possibly longer than that. It could even go as long as an hour and a half before we see volume actually pick up on AGRI the way it was trading off the open. Same applies for multiple stocks on the stock market. Nasdaq is getting to the down or is going to the downside, testing the lows over there. More lows being tested. ES also getting ready to go back to the downside and test that bottom near 41.85 that Arun was talking about. So multiple stocks heading back to the downside. Let's see if volume can pick back up on any of the stocks in general, and start really pushing to the down or to the high side eventually.
Sam on the chat, why do you have blonde hair? Do you need reason for having a blonde hair? I mean, I don't care blonde hair or how they say that. And also was a question, when do you think we will be back in the green? Well, we don't have, how we call it, not Super Bowl, crystal ball. Unfortunately, we do not have that. But as I think maybe when this war situation will become better, it will boost market somehow. But we never know. Nevertheless, we can take a look who had a very profitable day on Friday. Here is my favorite segment.
Oh, it's me.
Again, you, Prad. Stop being the most successful on Trader TV Live floor. Give people chances. So here we have first, again, it's just one person, P&L per one person who trades with P Pro 8. Doesn't matter anywhere in the world. If you have P Pro 8, it could be you, but now we know it's Prad. On Friday, Prad earned more than 30,000 trading Europe. On the second place, 18,000 P&L per share. Wait, P&L, it's not per share, right? It's in general, in total.
Overall profit.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
AMX, Nasdaq, New York. Third place, we have 14,000.
Yeah, imagine making $30,000 per share.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Why not? Dream big.
I lose my mind.
Right? Then we have 13,000 Europe again, and fifth place Europe. So I can see that European traders are very on fire on Friday.
Yeah.
Let's go Europe.
I guess Europe was like up on that day. You know, they were the peace reconciliation talks were a little bit going on, I believe. So a lot of positive catalysts overall on Friday, I guess, which put the market up. If I remember, put the market up. I don't know. Hello, Trader Prad, and always lovely Miss V. Hello, Glenn.
Hi there.
Glenn Human. What's up, Glenn Human? Our cat is a pirate kitty stock. Cat. Okay, buddy. You're clowning. I see what you're saying, though. All right. Let me just fix these a little bit because my OCD is messing with me. All right. Where we're going to? Your face is so adorable. Aw, Miss V Sims.
I'm pretty sure it's for you.
Me? No, that's for you. That's
no,
Brian James.
Brian James is my simp. I love you.
Yeah,
Brian
James.
Is so sweet. I love my Sims.
What's going on with tech? Tech obviously getting beat, absolutely beat. I don't know what else to say. You know, check it. Look at Apple. I'm waiting for my Apple long at 150 flat. So if I get my long on Apple 150 flat, I'll be happy. About to go test the low of day on Apple at 151 because NASDAQ took out the low of day multiple times. ES also about to go much lower. ES is now officially down on the day. NASDAQ, which is your tech sector, has been down on the day the whole day, I believe, and is officially down 1% on NASDAQ. So overall tech sector just struggling without a doubt. No matter how you look at it, every position just getting blown up in this market these days. Stock market just in a very questionable state of time. You know, a lot of portfolios getting blown out. Some of the conversations I had with with people are apparently hedge funds are scared to short right now because of what happened with the GME and AMC. So if hedge funds are not shorting, then why are we seeing this down move? That means people are just liquidating and they're going cash. And if people are liquidating, no one's really going long. And if people portfolios are blown up and people don't have money to trade, where is the liquidity going to come from in the future, especially for the next year or two? And if there is no liquidity for people who want to go long because everyone's just getting blown out, and then summer kicks in, summer trading is going to be 3 times worse than you imagine it will be. So, trading is kind of scaring me for this coming year, especially how the markets are going. Interest rates going up, money's going to get tighter. People are already losing money. Hedge funds are already losing money. And we might just go into some really dark times in the market. Hedge funds not shorting. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing hedge funds are scared to short at the moment. Is bad news on DWAC is that it is on DWAC. I'm not sure I understand that.
The bad news on DWAC is that it is DWAC. This is like Tyrone.
I get it. The bad news on DWAC that it is DWAC. So apparently Trump's pullout game still strong over there. My man. No problems with this pullout game over there. Down 12% on DWAC. Another day, another pulling out news. I believe we saw something similar coming in not too long ago. And just goes to show, man, I'm not willing to trade the stock until we actually see some confirmation. Let it be a confirmation of the stock actually going live, or the confirmation of him pulling out. Right now, everything has been a rumor. The rumor has been the app's coming out. The rumor has been that he's gonna pull out, and we're just so confused on every single direction. And it is gaming 101. Like, they're just playing games over here on DWAC. Like, look at the spread at the moment too, right? It's ridiculous spread, very low on the volume end compared to what it was doing. Let's go check out what the relative volume is. DWAC relative volume less than 1, I promised you. There you go, 0.61 relative volume. So it just goes to show that even these rumors that are coming out these days, people are not interested. They're just so tired of those games that these stocks are playing with us. I'll invest in Mr. Trump, without a doubt.
All your money.
Made some money on RCAT. Yeah, baby. RCAT making people money. MULN making people money. Everything making people money. That's what I like to see at the end of the day. We just want money, money, money. Lean Hogs is the new big tech. I need the ticker for that, my friend. I know even just on rumors, DWAC skyrockets, but AMC completely tanks when we get a positive earning report. Everything is backwards. I don't want to get into that conspiracy theory. You know, that conspiracy theory is going to go nowhere. Trust me. That conspiracy theory is going nowhere. Not sure if you already spoke about Tencent money laundering investigations. How will the share be impacted? Seems to have recovered a little. Tencent's a monster, man. Tencent's a monster. Money laundering investigation. We'll see how that one ends up being. But Tencent's an absolute beast. They own so much. So I don't know. I think they're too big to fail at one point. Truth Social already banning people. App runs like crap. It's a Trump-backed project for sure. Wow, you're just hating on him at this point. Listen, I don't want to hate on him because I know there's a lot of people who love him, right? And I don't want to get on the bad side of people who love him. I have nothing against the guy. He's not my president. He obviously, whatever he did or said affects my country a little bit, but he's not my president. So I really don't care what he does or he doesn't say. So I don't want to be talking about all that nonsense. Just say we don't talk about politics. Yeah, we don't talk about politics over here, guys.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Bruno. Who is Bruno? Is Bruno a character in the movie?
You haven't watched yet?
I fell asleep. I told you.
I'm sorry, we don't talk about Bruno. You have to
fine.
watch.
Fine, we don't talk about Bruno. Fine.
I was thinking to call the dog Bruno.
You told me that, and that was a
right,
no.
No.
That was an absolute no. Louis is such a better name.
I know, right?
Lou.
Miss him so bad.
End of this month, DWAC will explode. Well, we can't wait to see DWAC explode, baby. DWAC hopefully once again starts heating up and gives me the beautiful trade that I had. You know, my biggest trade of my life was on DWAC. So if DWAC starts moving again, I'll be the last one to hate on it. For now, though, while everything is going on and the nonsense games are going on, I'll be the first one to not trade it. Have you guys decided about Tony's name? Oh my goodness, we're not getting back into that right now.
Please.
We're not going back in. I need a break from Tony names, please. That was too much on Friday. Way too many names. Way too much going on. My brain exploded. Like Tony Tequila, Tony whatever. I need a break from that, please. People don't get the government they want. Okay, guys, no politics, please. Affirm down 47%. What? From all time, you mean? Yeah, it's only down 10% today, not 47. All right, coming back to the market, obviously, let's go talk about Chinese stocks a little bit. What is Baba doing one more time? Has Baba found a way to get back to the north side? No. Baba, obviously, being on SSR, it's going to be a little bit harder to short the stock today. But every time we have an uptick, you should be able to manage to squeeze in a short there. What is going on in the market? ES is getting ready to move north a little bit. Let's see how far this upswing goes to. I'm expecting a move up to at least 42.10 on the ES. So that's this consolidation lows up to 42.10 on the ES. NASDAQ also making a beautiful green candle on the 3 minutes. Let's see if NASDAQ can also move back to previous consolidation lows around, what is it, 13,200, at least 13,200. Let's get a nice move on the NASDAQ here.
Prad, on the chat from Wild Alexis. My thoughts on Tesla, Wild Alexis is asking. Hard to say, but I'm now looking for short opportunity when Tesla break 770 to the downside. You guys can see that I've been kicked out of my long try on Tesla by my stop loss. So basically, everything I gained in here, I lost in here. So hello, and I'm in negative territory right now. I will try to get back to positive. So again, before I got into this long trade, I was considering to get again short in Tesla if it breaks 770 to the downside. So this was my plan, and I still want to do this, but this time my stop loss will be much closer to my entrance into the short trade. What do you think, Prad, about Tesla?
Tesla. Let's go check out Tesla. Tesla on the dailies, obviously down on the day. Tech sector has been struggling. I'm looking at this day's low at 760, even though we got below it. Looks like there's support around that line. And then obviously look at this day's low at 700. Consolidation around 760 that we already talked about, and then this consolidation at 720. So just gotta watch this consolidation high 760, this consolidation low near 735 maybe, and then this consolidation high at 720, and then the obvious low near 700, which we made on the 24th of February for Tesla. TSLA. MULN shooting up again. Let's go check out MULN. MULN making a move again towards $1.60, $1.70. Sorry, after going as low as $1.40 today. We did see about 500,000 shares get sold into $1.70 or bought at $1.70. However you want to look at it, and pushed it to the downside almost up to $1.40 as mentioned. So nice reversal coming in a little bit. Back above that price point. Let's see if we can keep going higher here with the overall move in the market. So market trying to stay flat. You know, your S&P 500's basically flat, even though it's in the negative by 0.02%. It's flat as it can be, and Nasdaq is down 1 full percent, but also making a move to the north side a little bit. Let's see how high Nasdaq can get up to.
Oh, guys, Brian James just told me that there is no sound of my Tesla animation. So write in the comments. If you don't have sound, I will message Lucas right now.
We'll make our sounders.
No, there was nice song.
Oh,
like,
yeah, there was.
Like some beat.
There was a hip hop beat. That's right. Why did I think that it was like a car racing sound or something?
Or like change tires on your Tesla, right?
Yeah. All right, enough car racing over here, Prad. Let's get back to the market. All right. Where do we go to? Someone actually asked a decent question over there, and the question was, I believe, why are you using 3-minute charts? Is there a reasoning behind 3-minute charts? There is no real reason other than I hate the 1-minute chart. The 1-minute chart has a lot of noise in it, a lot of irrelevant moves happening in the 1 minute for me that don't mean much. So because of that, you know, when I want to be looking at charts, it's mostly 5 minutes, 15-minute charts. But instead of looking at the 5-minute, which could you know, delay my thinking a little bit, I'm more on the 3-minute because I'm very in and out. I'm scalping my entries. If I'm not scalping my entries like you know, like I've been taught, and if I was to hold it for a bigger move, maybe I would have been trading on the 15-minute, maybe on the 30-minute. But it all depends on your trading style, right? So if you're a scalper, I would suggest everyone to move off the 1 minute no matter what. Everyone could move off the 1 minute. The 1 minute is the most nonsensical charts that there could ever be. They don't really tell you anything useful other than they shake you out and scare you out of your position more than half the time. So just I would urge everyone to just move off the 1 minute. 3 minutes and higher would be good. But when you are charting a stock, I would go from the higher time frame to the lowest time frame, such as even 1 minute when you're charting it. But I don't really go further than 3 minute realistically.
I trade on 1 minute, but I always keep an eye on 15-minute chart. But maybe I should listen to Brad's advice and maybe give it a try to trade on 3-minute chart.
I mean, 5 is good. You don't need to go any lower than 5 realistically.
I'm on 1 minute.
I hate the 1
That's
minute.
what I'm saying. So maybe I should try start with 3 minutes, then maybe like move to 5. But again, like as I know, we have educational video on best charting time frames. I'm gonna send it to you, so maybe guys, it also will be helpful. Will help you to identify which one would suit you the most. But normally, yeah, I believe like we here trade like 1 minute, 3 and 5.
That's right.
Okay, cool.
It's cool. They have electronic snowmobile. Seen it on YouTube. Let me see what you're talking about, Brian James. Have Prad do the sound. Sean trades off the 1 minute. A lot of people trade off the 1 minute, but I would just urge you to do that. I mean, you gotta have Sean's level of experience of 30, 40 years of staring at the markets, right? If you ask Arun doesn't even stare at the 1 minute. He stares at the 5 minute and the daily chart, or the 15 minute and the daily chart, I believe. It depends on trader to trader. It depends on your setups, which I already mentioned that not too long ago. It changes from setup to setup, changes from trader to trader, but I have found nothing but uselessness on the 1 minute. Uselessness on 1 minute. The information you get, the patterns you're looking for, none of it means anything on the 1 minute for me. For me, I actually see valuable information from 5 and up, but since I'm a day trader who's scalping, I go on the 3. The 4 hour is gold. Everyone has their setups, guys. Whatever works for you at the end of the day, right? Whatever works for you, and you are able to bring in the money daily, back to back to back, by having a back tested setup, having a strategy, having this, having that. Who cares if you're even not using charts? Because I can point out to at least 3 traders on the floor who don't even have charts on their screen. If I was to show you exactly what my screen looks like right now on my second screen, here I'll show you exactly what my screen looks like by moving them over, and you'll see how I don't even have charts on my screen. This is basically my second screen that I'm trading on when you guys are not here, or at least when I'm not on the show.
This is a good
right
point.
When I'm not on the show, and this screen that holds the show is actually holding this right here. I'm watching XQC play Monopoly, and on my other screen I have these 4 monitors where I don't even see the charts. So that's some traders don't even need your charts. Some traders need charts. Some traders don't even trade.
I remember charts had issues on Sean's side, and he said the iconic phrase like, "Who even need charts?" So, and that's true. And actually, when I just came here and started to learn trading, Neil was giving me practice. He was saying like for me to close the chart window and watch only on level 2. And time and sales. So yes, guys. But again, whatever makes you comfortable, I need those charts.
100%.
I want to see them.
All right, and we're back. All right, where we're going to? Where we're going to? Matrix. Yeah, it's traded for a while. Blah blah blah. Discount, and that's why he's not profitable. Who said this? Ban this guy. Clearly, this guy doesn't know anything. Ban hammer. Moving on next. 1 month chart for day trading. Who uses a 1 month chart for day trading? What the?
The best charts is the 2.5 month chart.
2.5 month chart, yo. Okay, I'm changing my charts right now. 2.5 month chart. Where is this? Month 2, done. 2 month chart right here, guys. This is what we're gonna use to trade every day now. Done. That's a secret.
Yeah. Why not?
You can't use that for day trading, Miss V. You're not gonna see anything. You might as well just not have a chart up at that point.
But for high time frame?
Well, when you're starting leveling, then you start from higher to low. But when you're actually day trading, that 2 months is not going to tell you anything valuable for that day trade, that is. All right. What about Alibaba? We talked about Alibaba quite a bit. Alibaba obviously headed to the downside one more time. The catalyst is a possible delisting of more Chinese stocks incoming. So just follow that basket and stay away from the whole Chinese sector is what I would say overall. I will know in a month. Okay, I'm just looking for stocks now. I'm just going to look for tickers. We are heading into 12:30.
RCL maybe?
RCL?
Yes, RCL was upgraded today, I believe, RCL was downgraded by Stephen Nicholas, 118 price target, and also Brandon on the chat says cruises are popping. CDC lowered cruise ship COVID-19 THN to level 2 from level 3.
So the lower the level, the better?
Yeah.
Okay. So the lower the level, the better. Level 2 from level 3. Good news because CDC lowered their expectancy on the cruise ships. If you guys remember the jokes you were making, I forget who it was. I think it was Tyrone who said it's a big petri dish, a floating petri dish or something. I found that joke pretty funny. End of the day though, yeah, I guess it's a good news for vaccinations. Next week Monday, I believe next week Monday. Next week Monday we don't need masks anymore. So I actually woke up today and I was like, wait, do I need to wear a mask on the subway today? And I remember sadly I do. But next week Monday we don't anymore.
Crazy.
So and that just goes to show in cruise lines too. CDC coming in and saying that transit not changing. What? I have to wear a mask on Monday for transit?
LOL.
No!
Brandon ruined
my day, man. I'm gonna work from home now.
But where are you then allowed to not wear it?
I guess restaurants then.
Yeah,
It's
but
I guess restaurants
that's
transit doesn't
confusing.
change. I
But
guess.
anyways, you heard what happening like back in China,
No.
like that it again like kind of
Oh,
locked
COVID.
down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
your mask in your pocket still.
I guess so. Nothing changes. Yikes. But RCL making a nice move off that news coming in from CDC overall. So what's another a cruise liner? NCLH, which is your Norwegian cruise line. Let's go check out if these guys made a pop. NCLH, come on, baby. NCLH not really having a volume pop such as RCL over there though for some reason. Mandates may be lifting soon, but to go on TTC, taxis, and Ubers and whatnot, I guess you have to still wear masks.
I mean, you still have to
It's okay, you get a
go
pink one.
short on Apple.
It's okay, you'll buy a pink one.
Yeah, well, what's the point? We still have to wear masks pretty much everywhere we go.
Yeah. Oh well, the news guys have to make the lawmakers have to make their laws, and our job is to complain about it, right?
The guy on the article is so sad, you see.
I know. I see his face. When you see people in cars by themselves wearing masks. Okay. No more politics. No more of that conversation. Let's go check out what the highest volume leader is. Obviously, MULN. Then we got AGRI, both which we talked about. Let's go into...
BBAI?
Sorry, Miss V?
We just got a super chat with the ticker BBAI. It's a $9 stock, Big Bear AI Holdings. From Joe Huggins. By the way, thank you very much, Joe Huggins, for your super chat, our second super chat of the day.
Sadly, there's zero volume on BBAI going. Only 200,000 shares traded so far, and the relative volume is probably less than 1 on this. Let me go check. Yeah, it's actually 1.93, so it's doing more relative volume than it should, but nothing going on the stock at all.
No news also.
No news also. So yeah, no reason to really be trading this today. You can't pass the border without eating Vegemite. What border are you talking about? I'm not going on that border ever.
I'm passing every border then, and I have one for you, Prad, so you're coming with me.
I'm not eating that, so I'm not crossing any borders.
I have even more unpacked, huge packs of Vegemite. Shout out to Russell Jackson. People in Australia are very, how you say that then? You're not...
You're not what?
Like, for example, you're like, can I have a candy? And
Yeah.
I'm like, take 10 candies. Generous.
Oh, generous. Nice. Yeah, Russell Jackson with the generosity of something that we don't even want.
Wow, forget the word.
No, I'm joking. We appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, moving back onto the stock market over here. Obviously, market's getting ready to go back to the downside. NASDAQ now pushing a little bit lower after creating a decent enough of a pop there. Now we're seeing a possible red move back again to go test the low a day near 13,129 on NASDAQ, which is a low a day. ES also turning around a little bit. Let's hope that this turning around doesn't really turn it all the way back around to the downside. Eventually turns back to the upside somehow. I'll be generous with my Vegemite. Yeah, I'll be good on that, brother. I'll be good. Trust me, paranoia. No Vegemite needed. We have way too much than that we know what to do with.
4K likes, I eat Vegemite Live.
Not me.
Yeah, I take it on myself.
Yeah,
You already did your input?
4K? That's Miss V, not
Yes.
me, okay?
Right, 1 tablespoon of Vegemite. But guys, if you're a fan of the show, you already know that I was eating Vegemite on camera.
You did before?
Yes. And if you search, you can find it actually in our videos.
Did we clip it?
Yes, it is. I ruined it. I clipped it. So basically, when the parcel from Russell arrived, I opened it, and I've never tried Vegemite before, and everyone was saying, ew, Vegemite is gross. I'm like, okay, I'll just try it. And I tried it on camera, so come see my reaction.
Yes, sir. We can't wait to see 4K likes. You guys know what to do. Run that like count up. Smash that. What are we at right now? Hold up. Let's go check out. What are we at? The like counter. 656. Oh, I didn't even hit my like yet. I'm going to wait for 666. Let me see that number go up a little bit. Come on, guys. Someone push it up so I can get my 666 button. Come on. 657. We're almost there. We're almost there. Push it up. Push it up. Stop. Someone's going to steal it from me. I know it. They stole it.
No!
You bleeps. You stole it from me. I hate you guys. I love you guys, though. Whoever stole
like
it,
this
I'm
like
coming
game.
for you. They stole my 666, dude. All right, thoughts on GFAI? Let's go check out GFAI today. Another day, 20 million coming into GFAI, 32% to the upside now. Obviously, still volume coming into GFAI from going into Friday. Coming today into Friday, from Friday. Sorry, I can't even speak right now. I'm trying to think of words, but my brain's completely farting. Coming into Monday from Friday, volume is still showing up. You know, we are 30 minutes into lunchtime, 40 minutes into lunchtime actually. So good to see that the volume is still there. If volume can stay this way going into 1 o'clock or even 2 o'clock, GFAI could have more moves over here to the upside. We're looking for this now, a possible retest of Friday's high near $1.35, $1.40. Let's see if we can get back up there. Now above $1 not too long ago. Let's see if we can actually find support at $1 every time we get below 1 or close to 1, that is. No study has ever shown, blah, 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 blah. We're not reading that anymore. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. RCAT dropping below VWAP. Shorts are making money. Let's go check out RCAT. RCAT apparently going to VWAP right now, but still not below VWAP, though. We're looking at the 3-minute, and someone in the chat said if it does get below VWAP, shorts should print you money. Obviously, not something I called out, but I'm just reading the chat for you guys. Whoever is interested in that trade over there, feel free to smash that trade, baby.
I can see that again. Mark brought Para back.
Okay.
PARA again, please. We know you already looked. What's the catalyst on this stock again, Miss V? Again, we didn't figure out what's the catalyst on the name, right? We just know that it's formerly known as Viacom CBS, or what's the name? So that's all we know so far. But if we know, we will definitely let you know.
Yeah, as Miss V said, no real idea as to what's going on with these guys over here. ASTR, another scrubbed launch. ASTR, obviously, I remember watching this stock on the day of the launch was going on, and the launch just blew up in their face over there. Thankfully, no one was in that rocket, which would have been drastic. But obvious downside catalyst for ASTR, which pushed it to a halt mode on that very same day. And now we're watching it do something similar, which is have a launch, go up on that news of having a launch, and then as soon as they scrub the launch over there, a big volume candle coming in, pushing the stock to much lower. So ASTR now down 1.64% with 5 million shares traded, and the catalyst for that big volume candle, as mentioned already, is a canceled launch.
Worldwide imports 2652 Inc. sent us a super chat. Thank you so much. Your prediction: market rally or crash by the end of the day? Well, this is a good question. Personally, I honestly can't answer. My trading just going so bad today. I picked the top for the long, and Anyway, so I can predict, anyways, QQQ is down more than 1%. It's not that bad. So theoretically, we can come back to flat or even positive territory by the end of the day. What do you think, Prad?
Yeah, I agree with what you said over there. You know, very possible for QQQ to go back up and ES to go back up too. But we got to keep in mind the resistances from Fridays, you know, the 4260 highs for ES, which still is in play today. The 13,500 high on NASDAQ, which is still in play today if it manages to rotate somehow and find a catalyst to rip up north. So those news, not news, those levels are going to be in play. We got 4185, which Arun gave us to the downside on the ES, which is your S&P 500. And then we have the 13,000 flat on the NASDAQ to the downside. Now, obviously, you're asking me for a prediction of what's going to happen. I have no clue what's going to happen. I try to stay away from the prediction business too. You know, I'm in the business of trading and putting money in my pocket. I'm not an astrologer. I'm not even though I am Indian, you know, a lot of my Indian homies are into that pundit and pundit stuff and the reading cards and tarots and stuff like that. Sadly, I'm not one of those Indians who you know, looks at astrology and looks at stars in the sky and starts predicting stuff. What I can tell you is if we do continuously find support in front of 4185 for NASDAQ or if not NASDAQ S&P 500, we will most likely trade between 4260 and 4500. And if NASDAQ also could look similar like that. That's the only answer I could give you. Something that I should tell you right now, Miss V, why are you not wearing green today? You know why?
Why?
It's St. Patty's Day. Why is nobody else in the office but me wearing green today?
Today is St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What? Why no one told me?
Nobody in this office but me is wearing green.
Are you gonna go drink beer?
100%. I'm gonna put green beer today.
But there is green beer?
Oh, I mean they put color in your beer.
Wow, where they do so?
It's not today? Bro, wait.
That's
Luca, why'd you say St. Patty's was on Monday?
That's the answer. Yeah, again, what version said? Check your friends.
Check your friends, man. Don't let your friends tell you what's going on. Do your own DD, guys. Do your own DD. What day is this? Okay, March 17th, Thursday. This guy said Monday. Bro, don't listen to Luca, man. Don't listen to Luca, guys.
Luca.
But okay, maybe not today, but 17th we gotta all wear green. Okay, we gotta all wear green. I'll put that in my calendar. I'll put that in my calendar. Hopefully the market ends green that day on St. Patty's Day.
That would be really nice.
That would be good.
If all of us will be wearing green.
Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. All right. Yo, Luca, bro.
I know.
He goes, I know.
Wearing gold black.
All right. Yeah. Luca's wearing glasses, can't even read this Thursday for St. Patty's Day. Hey, Luca, might need your eyes checked. Get your eyes checked, bud. Get your eyes checked, bud.
Putting up the things on the wall. I was like, okay,
It's all good. All right. Talking about St. Patty's, something that I will read on St. Patty's Day, which is on the 17th. I will need Uber that day because I'm going to be too hammered to be walking anywhere. So St. Patty's Day, let's see how Uber shouldn't, obviously they shouldn't, or they have no relation out there. But it would be nice to see the market overall end green on that day. People getting drunk and just going crazy. Will be a lot of fun on the streets for sure. Maybe some bar hopping going on for Friday that day. And Friday I'll come in all hungover. No, I won't.
Let's do this.
Come in hungover Friday.
Spicy Friday.
Spicy Friday. All right. I thought everyone knew that St. Patty's Day was the 17th. I'm not one of them, obviously. But I do know now. Tesla broke 770 to the downside, I guess. Let's go check out Tesla over here. We're at 770 to the downside. We go one more time. Obviously, we already did that off the opening drive over here. Yeah, we did that off the opening drive. Went as low as 755, 740 level. Eventually, Tesla did manage to get back to 800. And now we're getting ready to go back to the downside. Tesla just doing what Tesla things do at the end of the day, right? Now, let's go see if we actually find support once again near 750, 740. And if so, would be good because Nasdaq is also at the lows, and if Tesla cracks here to the downside, Apple cracks to the downside, that's going to take overall market to the downside. Here we go. Apple's still holding in front of 151, which is good. Maybe I remake my order from 150 to 151 on Apple for my long-term account. What's volume like during March Madness Open? I don't trade then ever. Obviously, I've never correlated March Madness and the market together to see what the volume would be, so I wouldn't really know. I don't think it should even matter unless it's stocks like DraftKings or like any of the gambling stocks. So I guess we'll see. I'll try to think. I'll try to remember to see how that goes. Miss V, do you mind taking over? I'm gonna go to the washroom.
Absolutely. Green face tattoo rejected. Green face, dye your hair green, white, awake, sass. Well, I can on 17th, I can wear my green wig, green shirt. I don't have green pants. I have green dress, so I can wear all green, and we will see if it's gonna work. So remember, Thursday we have a green day. Hopefully Prad will remember that. And guys, Prad just mentioned about Tesla. The Tesla is going lower as QQQ goes slower. And I'm trying my short in here. Prad was talking about these levels at 756. Oh my god, I wish we go all the way there because I'm short right now. If we break and go even lower would be great, because if we take a look at higher time frame, Tesla had a chance to go lower, so all the way to 750, and the low of the day is 756, so maybe it will give room to 750. But again, my first out, I hope for 760 I will get out of some of my position, and hopefully will bring myself to the positive territory. And I will bring the chat up, guys. Ask me anything you want. Don't forget green eyeshadow, Stevie G. I never like experimented with green or like your bright eyeshadows. I don't want to look weak, but I might try it before, and if it looks good, I will do this because I have green eyes, so maybe it will look good with me. We'll see. I don't want it to look like I have a bruises around my eyes. It's really about the color of your Tyrone, I thought you were talking about underliner for your eyes. Green hair, yes. Arcade on the run. While we're here, guys, again, I will bring you our watch list. This is super cool, useful, because we have archive, and if you're looking for some information on the stock, for example, there are upcoming earnings on particular name, and you want to see how normally stock acts after the missing earnings, after flat earnings or better than expected, and you can kind of plan out your trade. So you would just simply go to archive, you just would Google when was the last earnings on Ford, for example. You will find that date in here, see news and how Ford reported and how it acts, and this could really help to you to build your plan and your trading strategy. Back to you.
Back to me.
Saint Prad.
Shady is back, baby. That's right. All right, time to see what the market is doing, and it's not doing what you're gonna enjoy seeing. Market is pushing to the downside one more time. ES took out the low over there. Nasdaq took out the low over there. Crushing to the downside goes Nasdaq, taking out the low. Crushing to the downside goes ES, also taking out the low. Looks like we might have Brandon ready to talk about his trade. Brando?
Now?
Yeah.
We were waiting for Brandon for long, guys. You better smash the like button.
Better smash the like button, says Miss V. And if you don't listen to Miss V, good luck to you guys out there, man. Real good luck to you guys.
Okay.
All right, Miss V. Thank you, Miss V, for always giving up your seat to these losers. What's up, Brando?
What's up?
I see you have a full-out sheet over there. Would you write an essay these days?
No, but I took a
more
couple notes.
excuses as to why your trades didn't work out for you?
No, today the trade worked out for me. So
awesome. Let's go check out your trade, buddy.
So how do we set up this trade? This trade actually, I would say, started on Friday night because we went out with some traders Friday night, and I was talking to some of the the OGs, the
I just want to make fun of
legends
you
the
first.
trade. What?
What did your dad say to you about your mic habits?
Oh, what?
Stop swinging back.
Okay.
All right. Before your dad makes more fun of you, stop swinging
I'm
back.
not showing him this video.
all right. Let's get
All
back.
right, so the trade kind of started Friday night. I was talking to one of the traders that trades these names a lot. And over the weekend, I was actually looking at some agricultural names, specifically in potash, but we could talk about that maybe in a few days once I figure out those trades. But he was talking to me about these small caps, kind of how to trade them, how he looks at it. So to further my development as a trader, I really want to start looking at these small caps. You know, I want to be able to trade everything, maybe master of none, but at least be able to get into stocks that are in place. So Agri was one today. I think it's been mentioned on the show. It's traded a lot of shares. So the idea was simple: find some consolidation, read the tape. If buying comes in, go long. If sellers come in, go short. So as you can see here, this was I was patient. I didn't get in on the open, and I waited for some consolidation. So in the pre-market, there's this kind of area here around 365 to 385, and I noticed it, and I saw some buying come in. And it's funny, what Sean says a lot is wait for that wick, find that wick bottom, and go long. So that's what I was looking for. I found the wick, didn't want to break that level. A lot of buying came in, and then I got long. So as you can see here, I held it throughout. It halted. And this is the issue. Since I'm not very comfortable with these trades, I don't really know where to get out after the halt. So I was kind of just, every minute I decided if I liked where the price was, I was going to get out. So I got out on open. It tanked, so I got a bit out. Came back, I got a bit out. And, I think this was a very solid trade and something that I'm going to continue to develop. And then moving on a little later in the morning, same idea. It's consolidating above VWAP. Be patient, wait for the buying to come in. As you can see down here, the volume started picking up. So I was looking long. And then clear out is VWAP, or maybe these little wicks down here. So once again, I got long, and then these are my outs out here. The reasoning behind these outs were just at the halt price, I wanted to get it out. I didn't really have an idea of where this stock can go. And I was talking to Luca after, and he says, usually the algos, they'll go long, they'll break the day high, and then you'll see the fade later. So that's just something we're going to continue to develop with these small cap trades. And then the issue is here, like this shows a lack of experience. When volume starts to die down, you want to kind of avoid being in trades. And I got chopped up and lost some of my profit. But overall, I would say a successful trade, something that we're going to be working on, and hopefully I could show you guys in the future some more small cap trades.
Yeah, obviously all of those were just long trades. Some of them triangles show up in orange because you had a stop probably, so they show up as short executions. Just saying that for the viewers.
Yeah.
Because they notice some of them are red triangles and some of them are yellow triangles, so they might think you might have gone short.
Yeah.
But all of those are long executions for anyone that's wondering. Beautiful trade. So how did you even have the stock on the watch list? Like, what made you pull it up? Were you just watching the Trader TV live watch list and you're going off of that?
Of course.
Or is there other reasons why you had agriculture or whatever, AGRI, on your board today to be trading? Obviously, you said from Friday.
Yeah, so shout out to Ed. He definitely put it in our group chat that he was looking to trade this name. So I think that popped my attention. And obviously the volume was crazy in the pre-market. So that's something I want to get involved with.
Awesome. Is there any other specific reasons why you went long besides that consolidation over there for intraday, or was that just going off of yesterday's or Friday's supports and everything on there?
Yeah, just watching the support, and I think being very keen to what's happening on the tape. When buying comes in, I want to go long. Like, that's what I'm really trying to push, is I want to be participating in the action, not anticipating. So I might not get the best fills, I might not, but I'm usually going to be in the on the right side of the trade.
Overall, beautiful trade.
Thank you.
I absolutely love it, and keep on killing it, brother. It looks beautiful. Even the last trade, yeah, you got a little bit of FOMO or whatever it is. It doesn't matter.
Here,
I'm guessing you cut the size down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so nothing wrong with that. Your job is to take shots, take your shots. If you don't take a shot, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So congratulations on a very good day. Keep on smoking it. And can't wait to see another trade tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. And if you guys have any comments about the trade, you write it in the comment section, and maybe I could respond.
One thing that I did see right off the bat in the chat today is you're looking good today. It looks like you don't have any sinks in the dishes today, and any dishes in the sinks today, unwashed dishes.
Yeah,
no,
where's extra pressure? Are you sleeping today?
no comments about you know, whatever. The extra pressure is not in the chat today. It looks like that's why.
All right.
Yeah. All right, brother. Thank you for coming on.
Have a good day, everyone.
Smash the like button for Brandon, guys. New trader on the floor, and he's graduate now. I forgot. Still a new trader. Still a new trader, but now a graduate, and he's smoking it. He's been doing great for the past few months now. So congratulations on Brandon to actually achieving that milestone that you need to at this office over here to get a higher level account. So Brandon on the way to success and glory and all fine things in life, baby. All fine things in life. Brandon, smash that like button for him. I got stopped out at SoFi 1140 a few weeks ago. Saved me quite a bit of money. Yes, sir. Stops do save lives, obviously. Anytime you don't have a stop, it's probably a bad thing for you. You should have at least a mental stop if you're watching the stocks actively. And if you're not watching them actively, the least you could do is have an actual stop out there to save you from possible destruction on any stock in general. So SoFi now breaking $8 to the downside. Well, previously broke $8 anyways, but continuing its downwards descent over here with the overall market. You know, NASDAQ is turning red on the day. NASDAQ has been red on the day. ES turned red on the day properly with almost 0.5% red. It's pretty much at the same level that Arun mentioned. So that 41.85 level, we're testing it. We're trying to see if we can get above it. You know, Arun mentioned that watch for a first bounce or two. Let's see if that bounce actually happens over here and we can get back to at least 4,200, and then maybe we have some shorts in play. Or if we clear this level high, then that just tells me that the market is boring me to death and we're going to trade sideways a little bit more. So that's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a futures trader. I haven't traded futures like Arun does over there. So anything I say should be taken with a grain of salt without a doubt. But that's just my theory, that I think if this market manages to find a bottom at 41.85 and clears 4,200 to the upside. Sorry? Yeah, but like, would you think that's confirmed of a break? Like it could bounce off of that, right? I'm looking at the ESH22.
No, we're on March.
We're on. What's the letter? M22. Okay, thank you. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sheesh. This is why I'm not a futures trader. All right, so let me change my charts on the other side too. EST2 M22, ESNQ M22. M22. There we go. So it looks like we already did break into the downside, and it's a whole different story now on my charts. Okay. So markets obviously downside. We're going to scream to the downside, looks like. Yeah, I was looking at the H22. I was like, we're nowhere close to that. I mean, we are... Last week's contract, got it. I was off by 1 week, guys. My bad. Prad trading in the past instead of the futures. Yo, I mean, these futures contracts and the way they get ported, I'm not up to date on the whole thing. Usually Arun puts it in the chat for us, and that's how I know. He probably did, and I didn't look. That's all it is. It's my fault. SoFi, hold my beer. Yeah, man. SoFi, I guess SoFi needs to hand me the beer that you gave it to hold, because I could use some of that beer at the moment. SoFi still struggling. About to go into SSR mode, almost 10% on the day. So we'll see if that comes into play for SoFi. A new all-time low at $7.08, I believe. Let me go down here. $7.80. Sorry, not 8. Yep, $7.87. All-time low. IPO price around $10. We short 802, so Sean is now short on 802, and he's up almost 20 cents in the money over there for SoFi. Let's see if we can crush any more to the downside. NASDAQ already breaking 3,100 to the downside. 41.85 already got taken out on the ES. So now that we have accurate information, let's see if the market's actually going to go more to the downside here, which it should be kind of bad for my longs in that case, you know? We were looking at delayed information. Come on, Pratty. SoFi such a joke. Sadly, it is being a joke at the current moment, without a doubt. F-Cell broke $6. Yikes. F-Cell, let's go check out F-Cell. F-Cell broke $6 to the downside, now down 11%. Obviously, SSR mode for F-Cell. This better get back up top. F-Cell, downside mode for F-Cell. Let's go check over here. F-Cell, FCEL. What does the dailies look like on this one? Looks like we might just have support around these prices near 570, 560. We'll wait to see how it trades in front of 550 overall. And if F-Cell manages a way to bounce over that, if F-Cell managed to bounce above it, then you know, maybe we could look for some longs over here at 550. But clearly clearing that $6 level to the downside, we could have some shorts on F-Cell still. Market's still going to the downside. You know, Nasdaq and ES both red now, so everything's struggling. Oil's moving back up apparently. Let's go check out crude oil. CL futures. CL futures. Here we go. CL futures. Where is crude oil going to? I don't have those futures yet, but it is. I have delayed data on TradingView, and according to that delayed data, we're at 102, and this is 15 minutes delayed, and it's currently down 6% on crude. But crude could be going up, but as I mentioned, obviously I can't see it with my data package. Market down, oil up. I do remember seeing that they have an inverse relationship, right? So every time market goes up, oil could go to the downside, and if oil goes up, if market goes down, then oil could go up. Also, oil also has to do with everything that's going on in Ukraine and Russia, and also you know, have to do with OPEC numbers and so on. Palantir, could you advise the next support for Palantir? Let's go check it out. Next support for Palantir could be around the $10.35, $10.45 level that I'm looking at around these prices. Let's see if Palantir even gets down there to bounce, or if it bounces before even getting there near 10.50 or so. Let's go look at on the daily. Palantir / New York. Come on, where's my chart? So Palantir on New York around, it's heading down side. I'm looking for on the dailies. Where's the, this is the dailies. We're looking for levels at 1090, which we already cleared. So I guess that 1030 level is the only one that stands out to me next. So forget the 1050. We're gonna watch the 1030, $10 flat level on Palantir. Palantir. Doesn't look like the Dow wants to stay green for us. Dow is DIA on Amex. Let's go check out the Dow. Dow currently is flat, but obviously with Nasdaq and ES going to the downside. What is the IWM? IWM on Amex. IWM should be down, I believe. Yeah, down 1.6%. But your diamonds, your DIA, your Dow Jones, still very flat on the day. Not really pushing to the downside like the rest of the markets really are at the moment. I started an AMD long account today at 103.10 shares of AMD with the intent of buying 1 share of AMD every month for the next 5 years. Well, that's a strong plan. You know, obviously that's a strong plan over there. I think you're better off maybe doing that on Apple than on AMD, because, you know, Apple obviously has a way better structure in terms of how the business is run than AMD in general. But nothing wrong with AMD, right? Nothing wrong with AMD at all. Palantir, hold my beer. Everyone's holding everybody's beer today, I guess. Obviously, because Mark is just going poop, poop, poop. Can you look at Nike? Has my long portfolio bleeding? Everyone's long portfolio is bleeding, my friend. It's not just yours. But yeah, I can take a look at NKE for you. NKE on New York. Is it a 52-week low? Not really. 52-week low would be around. Oh, it is 52-week low. Never mind. So at the 52-week low for Nike at $117.51, breaking previous supports near 125, and now about to close the gap, which I believe was already closed at some point over here in 30th of October 2020. Man, we're all the way back to 2020 levels on a lot of these stocks, right? So Nike support near, I guess, $110. If we do clear this 117, 115 areas, I'm looking at this 105, 115, or 110 to 105 level to see if buyers would show up over here. If they don't show up in these levels, obviously we go much lower below 100, and that's going to be bad for Nike. Jumpman, and looks like Jumpman is not jumping at the moment. Well,
we're
Miss
going
V's back.
down.
Oh, was I've been on big face this whole time? No charts? Wow.
No, really?
I've been on my full screen face this whole time. My bad, guys. My bad.
You're pretty. It's okay. By the way, I am in short, and my first out got in.
Nice.
Again, I got short at 768. My first out at 760. Hopefully for me, we will be able to go until at least that 757 level. So let's see. Maybe I will be able to get back to positive territory, guys.
Thank goodness, Miss V. We're stuck in looking at Prad's face. Yeah, I forgot to change over the
No.
screens. That's my fault. That's my fault. I apologize. All right. Miss V, yeah, great trade, Miss V, on that short side. Obviously, market crack to the downside. So there goes Miss V's shorts along with it. Tesla crushing to previous low, which was around 760. No, it's 756. We're very close to that. Only $5 away from 760. Let's see if we close that gap to the low of day on well, not a gap. I don't even know why I said that, but close that bottom near lower day and actually go test that lower day at 756 on
And
Tesla.
Know what I just figured out? I didn't get out of the trade partially. I actually got fully. I really minimized my losses. I have higher chances to get back to positive. But guys, I don't even know. Like, I kind of want to then get back into short again and give it a try until 756 level at least. And here, Douglas PC on the chat even says, talking about 700 level on Tesla. Let's see. Yeah, I might get back in short.
Might get back in her shorts, she says. Let's see if they start working out for you. Let's see if market will continue this downward move that has been making so far in the overall day. Nasdaq now down 1.6%, ES down 0.4%. Squeeze the cheese. Congrats on that. Not sure what the congratulation is, but okay. Did Prad just say Miss V shorts are going to the downside? What? I'm not sure I said that. Baba Long. Someone wants to go long on Baba. Let's go check it out. Baba made a new low a day below $78, but that was a weak break of 78, making it as low as 77.70. 777 looks like a lucky number 777 over there coming into play for Baba, bouncing off that level now, giving a chance to go long. Nasdaq also bouncing off of 30.050 and ES making a little bounce off of 41.70. Let's see if we get back to 41.85 and show us the rejection one more time of ES at 41.85 and Nasdaq at 31.100 maybe, or even lower than that. RCAT gonna bounce on VWAP question mark. I mean, I don't know if it is. I can't predict the future, obviously. But if it does, you have your levels to play. So if you want to go long on the possible bounce of VWAP, you go long and you have your stop under VWAP, right? It's as simple as that. Nobody knows the future. Nobody knows if it's going to bounce or if it's going to break along with the market move to the downside or if it's not. There's a lot of questions. What you can do is be ready for every single outcome and have your orders set up to help you in such positions.
Make a poll on Tesla holding 750. Baba just bounced. I believe we just talked about Baba. So guys, again, maybe we should do a poll. If do you think Tesla will... Wait a second. Do you think will Tesla break 750 to the downside or will hold above? If you like it, we can do a poll like this.
What about OXY? Let's go check out OXY. OXY on New York. This is Occidental Petroleum or forget what it was exactly how to say it. Yeah, Occidental Petroleum Corporation. This was moving off the oil moves in general. Oil moves were absolutely insane. So today, to the downside, right? I think they also got a downgrade. These guys got a downgrade along with Chevron CVX. So both downgrades over there coming in. Let's see what CVX looks like. CVX is down at 3% today, whereas OXY was down, I believe I saw 6%. No, 4.5% on OXY. right.
And we here have a super chat from Tupacalypse One, biggest fan of MULN, with super chat volume over at MULN is ridiculous, almost 400,000. According to VWAP, we have 298 million volume on MULN.
It's 400 million, yeah.
400 million, wow, that's a lot volume. And while we are there, we can take a look at volume leaders. So again, I'm using Icon Terminal. And here you can see most active volume. And Tupac Olyps, you're absolutely right. Number first is Mullen Automotive, 368 million. Second place, Agri, the one from our watch list and the one that Brandon was trading and reviewing. And Neo on the third place, 77 million. Great job, Neo. Let's go.
Let's go NIO, baby. Obviously, NIO is having a dark side, but it is what it is.
To the downside?
Dark side,
I
yeah.
see.
Dang, SARK is more than ARK now. Wow. Yeah, obviously, SARK is your inverse ETF of the ARK ETF. So every time you want to short ARK without actually shorting ARK, you can go long SARK. And look at that, man. SARK now at $60, whereas ARKK, sorry, is probably 52. Yeah, $52. What a time to be alive. You and yours, me and mine. I recommend longing after the Fed meeting, in my opinion. We'll see, obviously, if that's how it ends up being. That's on Wednesday, I believe. That's the Fed meeting you're talking about, unless there's a different one. All depends on the NASDAQ, too, if it breaks the 13,000 level. Yep, I'm actually waiting to see how it trades at the 13,000 level on NASDAQ. If it gives me a possible long opportunity, I might take that. We'll see, obviously. Still down 1.74%, and ES only down 0.5%. Could retreat back to that support level that broke not too long ago and break through that. We'll see if buyers show up. Obviously, I'm still under the belief that the market's going to trade sideways, but looks like we've finally found a direction. At least for the tech stocks, we'll find a direction, which is downside. Will you ever wear white Ray-Bans to match your hair? That's a question for C-Ball, which you don't have access to. Haha. If I agree, if the NASDAQ falls tomorrow, it will pop after the Fed news. If the news is what we expect to hear. Yeah, exactly. Like, it all depends on what the news is, you know. If the news is not good, then it really doesn't matter if the market was down today or up today or down tomorrow or up tomorrow. It all depends on what the news has to say overall. Papa Powell will save us. The printer is going to get turned back on, is apparently the thesis in the chat right now. The printer to be turned back on and have zero issues. We'll see if that's exactly how it goes. If not, then yeah, I don't know. Market could see more doomsday candles to the downside. The rate expected is 0.5. They actually cut it down to 0.25 not too long ago. So they could go back to 0.5, but it should be 0.25. If they go back to 0.5, the market's gonna absolutely poop itself. If they keep it at 0.25, the market just move up because it's expected news. And if they don't do anything and don't say anything, that's a question in itself. Apple 200 moving average. Let's go check out Apple. Apple near the 200 moving average. Here we go. Apple coming back to the downside and actually low a day of Apple, which is an absolute new low, 150.50 on Apple. New low a day. Market obviously going to follow wherever Apple takes it. Apple being the biggest basket on the NASDAQ stock exchange and the ES also, which is your S&P 500. Every time their NASDAQ moves around, these should move around along with it. So now we're watching Apple really push to that 150 level. Let's see if my order gets filled at 150 10 cents or not. We're about to see that 150.50 level get tested here. Let's see if that level gets taken out on Apple. Watching at the moment, the tape is heating up, the volume is picking up. Obviously, lunchtime has come to an end. We're sitting at 115 right now on the day, which means we could see a big increase in volume across the board on multiple stocks. You know, Nasdaq's trying to find a bottom at the moment. ES is also trying to find a bottom, and Apple could really help them if buyers start piling in front of 150.
You mentioned lunch in there. I don't know if you're aware, but we have your favorite Jamaican patties for the lunch.
I heard, but I
I
don't know if
had
want
one. I wouldn't say it's the best thing I ate in my life.
Yeah, no. That obviously these are not. Like you gotta get it like the fresh ones. Like you gotta. There's this place near Ossington Station. I don't know if
Good?
you know where that is. Oh, this lady makes it fresh, like so fresh, absolutely insane. Like the beef is not like stale, nasty, old, unused beef or whatever. Like that's what these guys use in the frozen ones, right? Like that beef is not like the prime Wagyu beef that gets sold into restaurants. Like that beef is like the garbage cuts that don't make it to restaurants, and then they grind it up into pieces. So that's why I try not to eat those too much. It's like they're
I
really
just
unhealthy.
ate one. Thank you. Don't feel
Yeah.
good.
They're really unhealthy, and they're also not the best when they go down either. So careful on that side. But
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right, coming back to the market over here. I'm just trying to see where this order is. Cancel order.
Did you Uber it?
No, for my Apple order on my account.
I see.
Cause I might just mark it by here. Cause I'm not gonna argue over a couple pennies. Like that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna argue over a couple pennies and then cry about how I don't have my long on Apple for my long term. My man eating Maggie talking about health, bro. I eat Maggie like once a month. You don't even know my life. Stop acting like you know me. All right. Just because I'm sitting here trying to entertain you guys, telling you about my Maggie doesn't mean I eat it every day. Take that L. Take that L. Miss V got squeamish. I mean, you're supposed to, man. That's not the best stuff out there.
What
Those
squeamish
Jamaican
is?
patties. Squeamish is like
Right.
yeah, that's squeamish out there. Low grade meat is sold to Taco Bell, and even worse grade meat is put inside those shiburiaks.
Oh, chiburiaks are so nice. Nothing close to this Jamaican
Nah,
patty.
nah. This is nah. SMFL, yeah, we're not pulling that one up. That's the same thing as a pump and dump you've been pulling up every time. We're not pulling that stock up without a doubt. Low grade meat, we already read that message over there. MCs act like they don't know. Exactly. It can get worse than Taco Bell meat. Oh, it can get worse than Taco Bell meat, bro. 100% it can. 100% it can. Don't eat frozen. You need real Jamaican patties. 100%, no doubt. Let's go to Beyond since we're talking about all this food, and that's the only ticker that I see being put into the chat over there. So Beyond Meat, man, another day, another downwards move on this stock. That short report, remember when that short report came out and people in the chat were like, oh no, it's a fake report, blah 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 blah, and I'm just said, listen, the only thing that matters to me is who eats Beyond Meats. No one's going to KFC to eat healthy burger, right? No one's going to Popeyes to or McDonald's to order a healthy plant-based burger. And if you are, you need to really question yourself on that side. So Beyond Burger, $30, like absolute destruction. I know people were gloating about this $100 prices, and I said, nope, just keep watching it. Keep watching it go to the downside. Watch it look a lot like this Roku stock, which is going to 100. Watch it look like a lot like this Peloton stock, which is going to $20. Watch it look like a lot like the Zoom stock, which is going to 100, right? Almost every stock that I said watch go to the downside has gone to the downside. That's the only thing I have to say now about that. Only go long if it breaks 13,100 for Nasdaq. I think I see what you're saying, but for my level is I just follow the trend, right? As Miss V talks about this too, just follow the trend, my friend. There's no reason to do anything besides that. The trend is your friend, and at all times you should just focus on that. There's no reason to do anything other than that.
That's right. So I will hope that trend, short trend for Tesla will work for me, and will try not over panic about this move to the downside, but back to the upside against me. So again, guys, as I said, I got short at 768. I thought I partially went out at 760, so $8 per share in the money, but I went out fully of my trade, and at 760 also I got again into the short trade. But currently Tesla moving higher. It's now 764, $4 against me. Not really pleasant, but I will still hold and might look for this 768 level.
768. Looks like market indeed making a nice reversal over here. A little bit of a reversal, you know, not too big of a reversal. We'll see if the market can sustain in this reversal and manage to, you know, go back up somehow. Screw it, we're doing it. Next, continue. Don't care about the price, just confirm the order. Donezo. Market buy 2 shares of Apple. Done. And now
Let's
we
go.
own Apple, baby. That's it. That's exactly what we want to do. Now we own a couple shares of Apple on our portfolio. Let's see if we can ride this one along with AMD. AMD and Apple being my only 2 tech plays in my portfolio. I guess PayPal would be a tech play too, right? PayPal being another one. PayPal actually a stock that I shorted near $100 today. Man, what a short on that. PayPal would have been absolute killing the short today if I just, you know, Sean mentioned it. When you have a read, you stick to that read. You stick to your play and you do it. And I said I would show you exactly how my PayPal play came into fruition. It was this 100 level. That 100 level was not breaking, even though it did break 100. Went up to 100.6 or 100.4, I believe. No, it went to 100.65. So, you know, chicking myself out of that trade a little bit. End of the day, ended the day flat on this position because the size I had over here, and I was shaking off some size and putting that size back on. But eventually, yep. It sucks to see that my trade would have been, you know, $3-4 in the money, and I'm pretty much flat on it. It is what it is. Market made up for a lot of opinions. Markets made up off a lot of opinions. Yeah, I mean, market is basically a fight between 2 mentalities, fight between not 2 but more psychologies, right? At the end of the day, there's one winner, one loser, and there's the people in between who are collecting fees off the winners and losers. But for one to lose, there has to be a winner, and for one to win, there has to be a loser. So that psychology difference is like, oh, I think the market's gonna do this. Oh, I think the market's gonna do that, and that battle between the 2 ideologies is what the overall market is made of. So when you said that, it's exactly right. It is made out of opinions all day. Opinions. Do you guys trade options? No, we do not. IMPP is stronger than a bear. Let's go check out IMPP. IMPP, another petroleum stock over here, 11% up, and actually volume increasing going into 130 over here. 30 minutes into 30 minutes left, almost 30 minutes left. We got about 37 to be real, but 37 minutes left for market movers over here. IMPP moving 10% to the north side. Looks like volume picking up exactly at the right time that we wanted to.
You are PP, right?
IMPP, Prad and Prad.
That's cool. I just really wanted to quickly take a look at the S&P 500 index overall. We are down just 0.59%. Markets are very mixed, and I just wanted to point out a few names in here. This EPAM on software and services it doesn't have some news, but EPAM Systems, they provided full year 2022 earnings guidance higher than expectations. That's why stock is up. We also had in media sector that Para, or what's the name? Media sector, guys. If you see media sector, anyway, it will come. We have banks are positive all as a group. Moderna is very positive today, up more than 10%. On the news, I see that Moderna announces first participant dosed in phase 1 study of its HIV trimmer Moderna vaccine. So probably those news made Moderna go higher. And we have oil and energy sector negative today, which, guys, affect our transportation. That brought airlines a little bit higher. ALK up 0.78%, AL 0.71%. LAV, meanwhile, down more than 1%.
I was so zoomed in. I was so confused. I was like, why is it so zoomed in over there, Miss V? That looks crazy.
Lol. Just to show you airlines.
Let me see what I got filled at. I got filled at 150.82. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not gonna fight over 70 cents on Apple. 150.82 is now my long on Apple. Let's see where we are. Apple's moving back up north. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Apparently, they're going to nationalize a lot of the abandoned businesses. Not sure what you're talking about over there. NLSN has no news or catalyst. Actually, you're wrong about that. NLSN actually has a catalyst over here that I see Brandon put it up in our work chat. So let me go check out NLSN on NASDAQ, on New York, NLSN on New York. Consortium including Elliott in advances talks to buy and Nielsen Holdings. Deal could value Nelson at around 15 billion, including debt. So a possible buyout, a possible merger acquisition news helping NLSN bump up 28% off of the consolidation period that it was sitting on. So NLSN actually has a catalyst, and is the reason why the volume is so rapid. Wow, look at the volume. Looks like the stock was doing nothing all day. And now we're sitting at 2 million shares, and that's just the last few candles. These two candles alone equate 2 million shares overall. So a lot of volume coming in on NLSN, a possible buyout candidate. Let's see. Obviously, we don't know what the price is, or at least I don't see what the price is over here. It's 15 billion, including debt overall. Did we already talk about IMPP? Yeah, we did. Not just 3 minutes ago, I believe. Buffett sold airline stocks. What insight? Buffett sold airline stocks. What insight? Not sure what you're talking about over there. What are we looking at here? Yeah, we're just watching the stock absolutely rip on a possible merger acquisition news.
On LAV, I brought up that LAV Airlines, Jefferies cuts target price to 40 from 45. So maybe that what affected LUV to the downside.
That's what the Berkshire Hathaway news, I guess, what people were talking about in the chat over there about airline stocks being dumped. Someone mentioned look for support on Air Canada, another airline stock, obviously a Canadian airline stock. It could go as low as 1945 if 20 breaks. So watching the even dollar, $20 level. If 20 breaks, then we could go up to 1940, 1932 before we actually see any bounce on the stock. Keep in mind, though, this should be more liquid on the Toronto side than on the New York side. So this is Toronto, and on New York, we're only seeing 4,000 shares. So much rather trade on New York. NLXN actually halted. So it looks like NLSN is halting off that news overall. I mean, a lot of volume came in, right? A lot of volume came in, allowing the stock to do what it did from $17 to $23.88, which put it right into a halt territory. Looks like it wants to open exactly near the halt price, near $23.88. So we'll see what price it wants to eventually open back up at. My bid at $23.05. My $23.05 bid did not fill. Sad. That sucks indeed. Without a doubt, that sucks. Just gotta wait and watch. I think it opens up pretty much where it halted at. We need to really find out the price of what the stock might get bought out for, right? So NLSN. We don't really have the price for it. If someone can do the math, maybe 3 billion times the shares and whatnot, do the math for it, we can find out. Obviously, that means that if they're a cash trade, if they're not a cash trade, then they probably get bought out for shares and so on. But if they are a cash trade, then we need to know the price for it, because that's going to be the ceiling for the stock. NLSN on watch. G at 18, GE. What? SoFi. Let's go back to SoFi because GE is nowhere close to 18. SoFi bottom question mark. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Markets, I don't think the bottom is in for the market just yet. We're still struggling. The NASDAQ just took out the previous support, not NASDAQ. The ES just took out a previous support at 41.85, and now we're pretty much struggling to even get close to 41.85 on NASDAQ. On S&P 500, I keep saying NASDAQ because my market is NASDAQ. So ES overall, man, we're heading even more lower. It's breaking the low a day at the moment while we're talking about it, and so is NASDAQ. So NASDAQ about to go test 13,000 flat. Let's see if it can actually do that. I do have a level over here on NASDAQ that I was looking at previously. What is this? 13,025. 13,025. What's your view on crypto XRP? Don't really trade XRP, Ripple, to be honest. So no opinion on it, no view on it. I just care about the main coins. There's so many coins out there. There's not enough mental space to care about all those coins and even do the study for all those coins. Obviously, people have different reasoning behind different coins. For me, my go-to are just Ethereum and Bitcoin. I do own some garbage coins every here and there, but there is no real money on those coins for me. So you know, mostly it's just Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's pretty much it. And NKSN, let's go. $18 in. Oh, you're in at $18 on that stock. That's what you're talking about. Got it. Have you added to SoFi? No, I just bought Apple. So instead of buying SoFi, I bought Apple instead.
Great choice.
mRNA had a huge volume bar. Is that a block trade? mRNA with a huge volume bar. I don't really see what this huge volume bar you're looking at. You know, most volumes on mRNA look like they're pretty much same as the rest ones on the side. SoFi income is negative 525 million. If anyone wondering why it's not going up, that is correct. They do not make money. You're playing the future game for those guys though, so they do not make money. Money.
Squeeze the cheese says BTC banned in UK yesterday. Do you know about if it's legit news or not?
I didn't hear that.
Me neither.
I didn't hear anything of that sorts. But who cares if they ban it, really? Who cares? Like, UK is such a small country. Like, we got all the countries in the world. One country banning it doesn't mean to us, right?
I thought the UK is the kind of economic...
United Kingdom, UK.
Yeah, like center for businesses.
I mean, like, yeah,
London?
they own money. Their dollar's worth more than our dollar. What do they call it? A pound or whatever? Great Britain
Yeah.
pound. At the end of the day, like, China's bigger than all of them. China's bigger than USA. Like, their money doesn't mean anything, but the greatest economic power is China. And they banned crypto how many times?
True.
Right? If China turns off exports, half the world is screwed. Half the world is screwed if China bans exports.
Everything
Everything you have is made in China.
That's true.
So if UK can ban whatever they want, it all really comes down to the global acceptance of that coin. If one country does it, nobody cares. If 5 countries do it, okay, maybe we worry. If every country does it, sell everything you own. China's done this so many times. I'm over it at this point. I'm over of countries banning it.
Yeah, someone says UK banned BTC from ATMs only. The actual currency is still legal. Again, guys, I just first heard of this news on BTC in the UK, so we probably just find more information. Ask Brandon, and we'll find out.
You just put that. Oh, no, I thought you did. Never mind.
What's up?
Yeah. So it's just pulling money out of BTC out of ATMs. Is that what they banned? Big deal.
So
not
you
a big
basically
deal.
cannot take cash from crypto, right?
You can't liquidate your account, whatever. You can just do it through other ways.
Yeah.
Like I said, that news, like, if it would have been a big news if UK banned it, like, you would have heard about it, and the fact that you didn't, it means nothing.
Okay.
Means nothing.
Fair enough.
BTC is not a currency. All right, cool. Any thoughts on ATNF? ATNF on NASDAQ? No thoughts on it. No volume at all. Congrats on the Apple shortage. Took some money. Apple still going to the downside. Let's go check it out. Apple once again heading back to the lows. NASDAQ taking out the low one more time. ES taking out the low one more time. Man, that 41.85 short, if anyone who had that, Arun gave you guys that level, all you had to do was blindly go short, right? Blindly go short, and then you would have been multiple points in the money now, and the ES is still crushing to the downside. We're about to be 0.7% to the down. Let's see if that actually ends up happening. And NASDAQ is down almost 2% on the day. Yeehaw! Goes the market to the downside. AMD dying. AMD indeed dying. Let me show you what AMD is looking like. We're now almost at $100 on AMD. That should be a good long opportunity. We've seen AMD bounce off of 100 so many times, you know, we could see it happen one more time. Let's see it. But obviously, if AMD does break 100, everyone's worried for their long-term portfolios. The most important thing is China has an expensive, weak force. That's true. I'm done reading that statement there, though, because I don't want to get into more political nonsense over here on the chat. NLSN open and rip. Woohoo! NLSN moving again one more time. Let's go check out this stock on New York. Opened up at, looks like $24. So it halted at 23.88, opened at 24, moved up again one more time, tested 26, almost 25.78 being the high a day. Look at the spread opening up. Look at the volume of this stock. So much momentum, so much going on in this position. Now 7 million shares traded. We were only at 2 million not too long ago, and now we're at 7 million. So a lot of volume coming into these positions.
Tesla is going to that 757 level. It just touched on that, but guys, I'm going to get out of this short at 757 even partially. Again, I'm not sure if we're gonna break it lower, even though there is room in Tesla to break all the way until 750. But doesn't look like it really want to do so. We again back to 758. I will keep holding, and hopefully it will execute my 757 order on Tesla.
Don't know how I didn't get myself into a short earlier, waiting for any kind of bounce or to find some kind of a trade. It's all good, you know. It's better not being in a trade and not losing money than being in a trade and losing money, right? So nothing wrong with it. You can always reassess. You can always look for a different trade. You can always come back. There's a million stocks out there. There's millions of strategies out there that you can employ. FOMO is not one of the strategies that you need to be, I
hate FOMO.
Into. So take that FOMO strategy, put it in the garbage, and look for other strategies out there, such as maybe a possible reversal on the day at the lows, maybe a continuation of shorts of a stock that's about to take out the low a day because the market just took out the low a day. There's multiple ways to eat, so go eat instead of complaining about, well, I don't want to say complain because it's a bad way to think about it. You're not complaining, but instead of having FOMO about a trade you missed out, different ways to think about it. Just turn that mindset around and just look for trades instead.
That's right. I hate FOMO, and we have video on FOMO, guys. If you want, I can send you on the chat, so maybe click, you can watch it. Look for other points of view, and maybe you don't understand that you are having an experience in FOMO, and after watching this video, you're like, oh, all right, I had FOMO in here, and next time you'll do better. I am meanwhile out at Tesla, 50% of my shares at 757. Tesla now going all the way to that 756 level. I love seeing this, and really hope we can get to 750 today, and that would be nice to rebound back to the upside from that level. But again, I can't see Tesla going to this like 750.
715. Let's watch if that actually ends up happening. I'm just looking for some levels to make possible trades on the market. Let's see if we can make a trade on the futures here. Also looking at these levels in front of 4150 for the ES. Let me just put that. Oh, I almost went to the wrong one. MES/M22. Yeah, M22. And then MNQ/M22 on CM. All right, awesome. We have the right charts now.
QQQ is down 2%, guys.
QQQ is indeed down 2%. And I'm trying to see if we can find a way to MNQ/M22CM, if we can find a way to make a trade out of this level over here in front of 13,025. If 13,025 goes, then obviously we'll be out of it. It did go as low as 13,023, so we're giving it a little bit of a wiggle room here in front of that 1325. And the reason why we're doing that, market's really crushing the downside. We could go much lower here on the market if we take out this level. So obviously keeping an eye peeled on these levels, not trying to lose my money on these positions. ES also turning around in front of 4150, which is the level that I was looking at for ES, which is 4152, 4150. Let's see if both of these what just happened. We're trying to see if the market can make a way to move north off of this. I'm now 4 points in the money, but nothing really significant to talk about because I'm not really pushing size here yet. But just trying to catch any bounce, any possible bounce in the overall tech market, and also maybe on the ES, which is bouncing off that 4150 level that I was talking about not too long ago. Miss V?
Yes, I'm just managing the chat, guys. And by the way, I just sent you the video avoiding FOMO plus mind tricks. Again, please watch this. It's actually a video from June 22, 2020. So almost 2 years ago. We look different there, I swear. And I just want to scroll all the way to the end to see how I was looking like. Oh my God, I look better. This is a good sign. And meanwhile, I'm still waiting for Tesla to get to 756. We are trying, but looks like Tesla doesn't really want to break that level. And again, guys, it's either will break and will go like to 750, so either like we just rebound out of this and go higher, which is very, very positive. Possible. So I need to be ready to get out of this position before I get to the negative territory. It's Tesla. We can go all the way back to 800s.
Yeah, without a doubt. It all depends on what happens right here. We're at a very good inflection point on the overall market. You know, NASDAQ really battling that 1325 level. ES also battling that 1450 level. If either one of them or both of them manages to actually catch a bid over here and rip north, I'm going to be able to catch some money on the futures trade. Watching Apple also. Look at that move coming in. The buyers really piling in over here on the futures. Going back to Apple. Apple trying to move back up north, going back to AMD. AMD still struggling in front of 105. So there we go, 11 points. Why did I even say here we go? It's going to turn back around on me now that I said that. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Boom, I lost all my money.
What you're looking for, shorts or longs?
No, I'm not really losing. It's just because I said here we go. It's going to turn around me. That's just how the market goes. It's like listening to me. It's like, when is Prad saying here we go? When is Prad saying here we go? Oh, he said it. Boom, go against him. So that's just my tin hat theory that I have going on over here. I'm gonna cover one contract. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, 10-hour conversation. There we go. What did I say? It's just going to turn around on me, and it did turn around on me. We were up 11 points. Now we're up only 3 points, and we're going to be absolutely flat on this trade very soon. Market getting ready to go back to the downside and actually break to the down today. Man, that 1325 level has been a battle for a little bit, and still trying. They're trying their best to support that level. We'll see if buyers can pile up one more time and start moving it to the north. If we can create this low over here, the market can really find a way to push stocks such as Tesla, Apple, AMD, even Microsoft, something that we haven't talked about all day today. Where's Microsoft at? MSFT at 278, below $280. So just goes to show, you know, your tech sector absolutely bleeding no matter where you're looking. We good, maybe take some profit. I mean, I have an order to take profit on the market, immediately moved away from that order. So I'm going to leave that order exactly where it was. And looks like I'm going to get that order filled just now. I just now got it filled. Market's getting ready to bounce over here, in my opinion. And hence I took that long there. I should have probably taken the same long on the ES also, which I didn't do. I still have time too, but then I would have to give it so much more room. But yeah, no, I'm okay with what I'm doing here at the moment. Shop down so much. Shopify. Let's go check out Shopify. Where is Shopify currently at? Wow, down 5%, still heading to the downside, about to go test that 500 level. I remember Neil was talking about this 500 level coming into play not too long ago, and then finally is coming into play now. So we'll see if 500 breaks today. $30 move to the downside compared to from yesterday's close on Shopify. Bye-bye market, says Mohammed, and looks like the market could very well go bye-bye here one more time, because market is testing those lows round 3, round 4. Let's see how many rounds are we going to keep testing those lows and successfully bounce and then eventually fail.
Isa Mohammed on the chat says, hit the like button, everyone. Thank you, dear Isa. And again, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. We guys now at 832 likes. We need still 170 more likes to get to our desirable 1K and 2,355 viewers. So logically, we should get that by 1K like this. And all we ask you for to smash that like button. I'm the same, like I'm watching YouTube videos, but it's not live videos, it's like pre-recorded video. I like that blogger, and he says in the beginning like, yes, please like subscribe, like. I'm like, yeah. And now I swear I started to like, because I understand how important for YouTube content maker to have those likes, because again, it's not only important to us, but it improves YouTube algorithm. More people can find us because like YouTube bring us in the search. And I think
I'm clapping for you, just so you know. Because I
you.
used to be exactly like you.
Right? And now I do like, guys.
No, I used to be exactly like you. I don't think I've liked a single YouTube video in my life until I
Right.
had this job.
Right.
A single video. Like, I would be that one, like, hey, like, comment, subscribe, and I wouldn't do anything.
I'm
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not. Like,
yeah. Keep going.
exactly.
Like-
I'm not even that. I would skip that video. I would go like 5 seconds fast. You'd be like, how do I save 5 seconds of my life by not listening to this guy talk
Yeah.
about this, right? But now having this job, I understand the
Yeah.
mentality, why they're saying what they say, and obviously it helps them, it helps
That's
us
right.
too. So 100%, very very well put, Miss V. Very
Yeah.
great way to actually explain to viewers as to
That's
how
right.
how even we changed our mind, and maybe they do too.
Absolutely, yes. And like again, I'm saying it's not even live videos, right?
Yeah.
It's like pre-recorded video. People ask, and here we are literally asking you personally, because right now, right here, you're watching us, and just imagine how simple it is to like the video.
100%. I just closed my long on MNQ over here. You know, I'll take my whatever points they gave me. I'm seeing a little bit of a slowing down on the tape near 1340, 1350. So as soon as I saw that, I took my profits. Obviously, breaking rule number 1. And if Arun was to my right, I'll probably have a slipper coming at me. But thankfully, I have these 4 screens blocking a slipper into my direction. So, you know, looks like no slippers. Now, overall, I had a tape read of a trade there. You know, the tape slowed down, and then we started walking into a barrier almost over here in front of 1350. We'll see if that 1350 gets taken out, and then I just had a bad read on the tape, which obviously I'm gonna cry about a little bit, but eventually moving on. Yeah, I had a bad read on it, and here goes market, man. It always happens to me. Whatever. Moving on. We made money. Take that money, put it in my pocket, and look for another trade somewhere else. I'm just gonna ban this Juicy Trades guy from now on, Miss V.
Sure.
You're just perma-banned now, Juicy Trades. I'm sorry. I'm tired of every day you putting the same stock in the chat and the stock's not doing any volume, and me having to pull it up and then me talk about the stock not doing any volume. So I'm sorry, but we gave you multiple opportunities to stop pumping that stock. When he says 1350, what chart is he looking at? I'm looking at 13050. So the chart I'm looking at is right here, the MNQ or the NQ. They both will have the same numbers, but I'm looking at the NASDAQ futures, MNQ, which is the mini futures contracts. They cost cheaper, and the point move per penny or whatever is lower monetary value of how much you're gonna make, but at the end of the day, it's just a really good way to get a practice on futures, because obviously the future points are more expensive, the contracts are more expensive, and each half a quarter move equates to what, like $100? How much is each quarter move on a future for ES? Yeah. 1250. Yeah. So 1250 for each quarter point on the ES. What stock was he pumping? Just some nonsensical no volume having stock. Every day it's put in the chat and I pull it up and the stock's doing no volume at all. So it's just, I'm tired of seeing that chat. Apple is tough, but it's working. Stubborn bottom. I mean, we want that bottom to be stubborn on Apple. We don't want 150 to break. And trust me when I say we, because no matter what position you're on across the board, if Apple takes out that 150 level, everything on the market should start taking to the downside. That's going to not look bad overall, right? So, I mean, that's going to look very bad overall. So we want these stocks to hold up. Looks like my read was accurate, even though we broke by three points on the MNQ or NASDAQ in general. My read's still coming into play a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to stop saying my read, his read, their read. Whatever it is, that 13050 level is kind of acting as a wall, but let's see if we can rip through that wall to the north side on the market. I might just take a long here on the MES. Let's see if they give me the fill on the MES. I'll take the long on the MES for a possible move up north because Apple's being stubborn. If Apple is being stubborn, then we could have a nice move up back north to at least what is Apple's currently levels looking like? You know, break through 150, maybe a move to the 50 period EMA or the 100 period EMA, which is very close to VWAP. So that would be $152. So trying to see if we can catch a reversal on the overall market. I am now long on the MES, which is your S&P 500 futures. 10 minutes left. Wow, I kind of didn't even notice the time. We only have 10 minutes left, so feel free to throw up some tickers in there, guys. We only have about 10 minutes for also to get the 1,000 like number. So smash that. We only
95 have more likes.
95 more. Smash it, smash it, smash that like, baby. Let's everyone get up to that point we always want to be, which is the 1K likes per day. I don't think we've broken that barrier for 3 months now, 4 months now. So let's continue that cycle a little bit longer, question mark.
That's right. And someone said here, ask about maybe cannabis sector and CGC here. Canopy growth is down more than 7%. CGC is now at $5, 3,300,000. Can I say like this? I have
What are you looking at?
I have issues with numbers. Like 3,300,000.
3.3 mil.
3.3
Yeah,
million.
just say 3.3
Volume.
mil.
Thank you, Prad. You saved me here. I don't know why, but every time I keep an eye on cannabis sector, they are negative. And even now, I'm looking at all time on canopy growth. Guys, you see in 2018, it like went higher. It has a very strong support, resistance level at around 40-ish level, and then in 2021 it again went near its all-time highs, not like 50, I would say, at all-time highs, and now we are all the way back to $5. So I don't know.
Yeah, the cannabis sector is just an absolute joke, man. Let's be real. It's an absolute joke. Like people were making crazy money back when the sector was blowing up. Yeah, the Tilray squoze on people. Yeah, we went up to 300, 400, 500 bucks, whatever crazy number it went to. But the cannabis sector is an absolute joke. So for anyone who's invested in it, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I am a big avid user myself, but I'm speaking because I'm a user, right? Because I'm a user, I see these prices dropping. I see the prices go from $10, $15 a gram to absolutely being handed out for free. I walk into the store, they put a gram in my pocket, and they say, "Yo, just take it off of us," right? So that's the sad reality of cannabis stocks these days. They are not making money. I've talked about this before too, how easy it is to grow weed. And obviously you guys have had these arguments with me about, no, it's not easy, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, cannabis stocks are a joke. Just move on from them. They're even bigger joke than low float stocks. Hit the like button, traders. That's right. Smash it. We only got 7 minutes left.
Just 30 more likes.
30 more. Okay, that's not bad.
I wonder if Brandon, Luca are watching our show and giving us likes.
Are they? I don't think they are. Yo.
Hey guys,
you guys better smash likes on the video, eh? They just wave their hand. They go, of course. We know for a fact they're not doing it.
They're not doing it?
I know for a fact none of these losers are pressing the like button. Yeah, man, look at that 4-point move on the MNQ. Now 5-point move. Time to take some profits for me, and I'm gonna hold the next contract. Obviously, I'm gonna try to hold the next contract. We're gonna take out the liquidity, and we're trying to hold the other one contract for a possible move all the way back to the north side. We paper-handed MNQ, but we're not gonna paper-hand MES over here.
1K likes!
Baby,
we did it.
go.
I'm pretty sure it's because Luca and Brandon jumped on the YouTube and saved the community. 1K likes. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. And we started this week off again with another K likes.
I'm kind of angry at myself here. But yes, 1K likes. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Luca. Thank you, chat. Because I know you guys smashed it.
Arun
not
didn't
these guys.
smash the like
Arun doesn't
button.
even have a YouTube account. Arun doesn't even know what a YouTube account is. He only has a Netflix account.
Oh, at least.
Whose Netflix account you robbing, bro? Don't worry about it. I like it. Doesn't even have a Netflix account. This guy. That's why he was willing to pay this $350 for my haircut, because he's using somebody else's YouTube account or Netflix account over there.
This is so nice.
Saving all the money. What's that?
So nice. Arun.
Yeah, Arun was offering for that. I said, no. I'm not going to make you pay for it. That's not cool. I mean, the viewers gave us like so much money for that. So I'm just going to ask the viewers to take the cut from the viewers' income over there, or the donation that they
That's
gave us.
right, though. That's right.
Yeah.
Actually, people ask for shimmy.
Yeah, shimmy, shimmy. Ooh, you even get the voice with the shimmy.
How do you do this?
I just talk while you're shaking.
I can talk normal while I'm shaking. I don't know.
Okay, maybe never mind then. What the
Okay.
heck? You're weird, Miss V. MNQ MT2CM. So here we go. This was the long on MNQ that I had, man. I am so upset. That read was kind of poop on the upside, but whatever, you know, because we're holding the MES long now off that same trade on either side, you know, exact same idea, exact same level, exact same thesis, and I'm just replicating it over here. MNQ moving a little bit more to the high side than MES is at the moment. So obviously we're holding our MES contract to see how much of a bigger move we can get. Already up big time on futures with my MNQ and my MES trade combined. So no complaints on that side, but obviously would have made a lot more if I was able to hold my MNQ trade a little bit longer. We're going to the end over here. We got about 5 minutes left on the show. Let's see if you guys have any trades you guys want to put up in here. V-shape.
Tesla is a joke.
Sorry, Miss V?
Tesla is a joke. As we said, like it was not able to break that 756 level to the downside, rebounced out of that level, and jump all the way to the upside. And again, I am less down on the day than I used to be, but of course, like this trade kind of put me in some negativity. Here is my where's my short? It's like $7.60, $8 against me, but good thing that I am out like 50% of my position. I'm out, but I'm still holding another 50%. So like literally I need to look for levels. Like I would say maybe this 770. If we break to the upside, maybe I should reverse, or maybe I should just get out, take my loss. Today is not my day. That's okay.
More dump to come, says Lawrence. For now, though, we're getting a nice pump. So hopefully more pump to come before the dump. I mean, what goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. I mean, not necessarily, but would be nice. You know, we have seen stocks go down and never come back up. But the idea is still kind of there. Man, that MES move is helping me out so much right now, but that MNQ would have helped me out even more. So I'm just upset that I let go of that trade over there. No reason for me to, you know, just breaking rule number one. Why even have the sticky note over here? Let me just throw the sticky note in the garbage if I'm not going to follow the sticky note. Like, what's the point of even having it up here? Every day just we're breaking rule number ones and then complaining about breaking rule number one. What's the point? Yeah, I'm upset at myself if you can't realize that.
I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect.
All right. Where we at? Put some tickers in there. I see Square being called out. SQ on New York. Let's go check out what Square is doing today. Below $100. 15 million shares traded. Let's go look on the dailies. SQ. Block Inc. What did I try to do arrow there? I'm weird. But looks like we're kind of at not Fridays, but what day is this? 8th March. We're on the low of 8th March over here, trying to find support near those lows. Also happens to be the low of 22nd February. So we'll see if we can get a nice bounce in front of $94, $93 over here on Square, allowing the stock to move back up a little bit. 8% down, so 2% more down. We'll put this one on SSR, which means you can't short it by taking off the liquidity off the bids. You have to wait on the offers to go short. So that's another thing that could you know, give you guys some trouble on Square over here if you're trying to short it and push it even more to the downside. So we're walking into a support. We're also about to hit 10% on the day for downside, so either one of those could give a nice bounce on this trade. ES, which is your S&P 500, getting ready to go back to the downside. NASDAQ finding resistance at 31,100. So whoever in chat said only go long if it breaks 31,100, maybe that was a good call out over there, because it looks like we're finding resistance at 31,100, and ES is also turning back around at 4170. Let me show you over here, 4170, turning around from there. Let's see if we can go find support at 4150-ish or so. Do I paper hand trade this and close this again and complain about it? Most likely. Should I paper hand SoFi, Prad? I mean, if you're in the money and you think it's gonna turn around on you, then yeah, paper hand. If you're out of the money and you think it's gonna lose more for you, then yeah, paper hand. If you're not in the trade and you're just making fun, then ha ha ha. SoFi, what's your opinion on SoFi? SoFi obviously getting beat up every single day, down 8% today, but eventually should be at least $30 or more, and this is in the span of 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. So we'll see whenever that time period hits. Prad will be able to take profit on this position, and if he can't, then he'll just take the loss on it.
TH on the chat says 1K yet by yesterday. So TH in the chat says 3 min to go, 192 more likes to 1K. TH, my dear friend, we're already at 1K likes. Luckily, guys, you saved us. Brandon and Luca made their input also in there, and just 1 minute left until you will be sent to Arun, Sean, and Brandon. And I remind you that Neil is back on Wednesday. He will share with us what did he do for his small vacay. For now, we have Arun, Mr. Pew Pew, not Puke Puke,
Pew pew.
Pew Pew. Thank you, and yes, we love you. Great start of a new trading week.
Yeah, great start for a new trading week. I had a great time as always. You guys know when to come back here tomorrow,
Happy
11
St.
o'clock.
Patrick Day to you.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's to me, and Thursday also St. Patty's for me. But yeah, come back tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place, 11 o'clock. Have fun.
Пока-пока.
Hey guys, welcome to the close. Couple hours left in another negative trading session here. We made a hard right turn at 10 a.m. exactly, and it's been nothing but selling ever since then. Here's a look at how things stand heading into the final hours